Hey, what up, everybody?
Hi, friends. Oh, I got a message.
Uh-oh, a message.
Yes.
An exciting
Can you
message?
please tell Mira to use stabilizers he has because he said the ones I sent him are no good for the PCB I sent him.
Oh.
From...
That's
I
weird.
believe this is from person from Reddit.
Yeah, it is. Weird. You got a...
Yeah.
You got message from customer. Tripping me out,
Yes.
man. I kind of expected him to reach out to me. Maybe he tried? Yeah. No, he sent me something on Reddit 2 minutes ago too, so
Okay.
all good. Yeah, so customer sent plate mount stabs, but that's all right. We got it figured out. Kieran King, it's 7 in the evening. Where are you at? 7 in the evening. Britain?
Cryon?
Sounds like Britain. Cryon King, yeah, sorry. Norway. That's right.
Norway.
Dang it. You've been in here a bunch of times and I've seen that before. And now I feel like a jerk. Sniper Bob, your manager has spoken, huh? Okay. Yeah. Okay. New role for TSC as mod and manager. Deal with all this
ultimate cosmic power.
Yeah, deal with all of this ordering and customer
Hey, we can talk in
interface
space.
and yeah. No, I'm joking. That I think would be too much.
Momager. Wow, that sounds way too much like momager, and I say nay to that one.
No. A whole
No,
bag of
thank you.
notes. Haven't needed one of those in a while.
I don't want a Karen haircut. I don't want it.
Yeah. You're not willing to escalate to a level 100, Karen? Don't do it.
Do not want.
Mike X310.
Mike X310. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah.
Jinx.
You owe me a Coke.
No, I think you owe
Oh
me.
no, I forgot to go get flavored water.
Oh no.
I just have
coffee waiting
I just
for
have
me
regular
too.
water. Oh, I do have coffee already. That's okay. When I'm done lubing these switches, I'm totally gonna go do that.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna go grab my coffee
I'm just
right
putting
now.
stems in now.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Then I'm gonna
I
snap
will
the tops.
BRB
Yeah,
in
you
like
do it.
2 seconds.
She says she'll be BRB, but she can hear you guys even when she goes far, far away. I know she can. Fancy wireless headphones. Actually, I have fancy wireless headphones too, and I think mine are better. It's the main reason you wanted to grow out your hair from an undercut penguin droppings, so you didn't look like a level 100 Karen. That's rough. I feel like have I seen a picture of you, Penguin? I feel like I have, and I feel like I didn't think you looked like a Karen. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I'm pretty sure I've seen on Insta. Do you recommend using films on novelty creams? Singhuat, I do not. I don't think they take films very well. One, it's kind of hard to apply them, and two, it doesn't really make them better. IMO. Like, one of the biggest reasons that people like creams is their sound. You sacrifice a little bit of stability on the switch to go with them. And I think the films not only are hard to apply, but don't make the sound better, they make it worse. And they're kind of still pretty wobbly. Also, it kind of defeats the purpose, right? If you're willing to sacrifice the stability over something like a C3 Tangerine or something similar for the sound,
So
why
I
would
like
you
to make a
then go the other direction?
So I'd like to make a slight correction. I can't hear them because they are not talking when I walk away.
Oh.
I can hear you.
There you go. Okay. No, you're right. You're right. Thank you for correcting me on that. I guess you could hear if there was like a notification or something.
I cannot see with my ears.
You know what? Work on that. Work on that, okay?
Wow.
That's the thing you're gonna want to have. That's the thing I want to have.
Ear sight?
Yes. Sight all the time.
Oh man.
True sight.
No, that's something different. I believe
What
you
up,
have to
Raddies?
roll a d20 for that.
What up, Doc You Owned?
Hi, Penguin.
You're not sure you will lube your lilac switches. So Penguin was saying that the
Hi,
main
Doc.
reason she wanted to grow out her hair was so that she didn't look like a level 100 Karen, I think.
That's like boss level Karen right there.
What is this thing that... What are these emojis that... Oh, wow. That emote is freaking awesome. That's a Tim the Tatman? Nice.
I'm fairly certain. Oh, yeah. Yes. Also this one.
I'm putting... Oh, there's a yeet in there. I saw that.
There is a yeet. There's a penguin yeet.
Did someone get yeeted?
I mean, nobody
Oh,
got
that
yeeted.
penguin got yeeted into a brick
Yet.
wall. If you look at that, that's a sad.
Aw.
That's a sad penguin.
That is a sad penguin. We're not yeeting any penguins around here. There
No,
will be
we
no
are not.
harm.
No,
There
we
will
are
be no
not.
penguin harm on this stream.
Yes, Niv.
Niv, yes.
An EU-friendly
EU
stream. I try to be friendly to the EU folks.
No dead
And do
penguins
this
either.
Sunday
That's
one.
boo.
Yar, no dead penguins. Do, 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 do.
Raddies, hello. Hi, friend.
All right, so I am almost about to put the tops on all these awesome Tealios. I've mostly been against putting films on Gatoron housing switches just because they also are fairly tight. Not like it's hard to apply the films per se, but like they don't have a ton of benefit from it. But we're using some Kibo films today on these, and I think we may find pleasant results with them.
So Crying King says, I really need to work on when or how I lube. I don't want to end up with only my little fingers being safe from lube again. I really don't like typing with only my little fingers.
Wait, what? Only my little
I
fingers.
think there was an incident where somebody lubed all of their fingers and then tried to type.
Oh, yeah,
or
don't do that.
something.
Don't do that. Shouldn't lube
Niv
your
says-
fingers. It will make it less good. Go ahead.
It says, have you seen Rama's new keycap profile that he's working on? Is
Yeah,
that the
I have.
curved one?
I have, yeah. It looks kind of interesting.
Or the rounded kind of thing?
I'm not gonna lie. I want more sculpted keycap sets to exist, or profiles to exist that feel good, because like I really like SA homing keys, like the R3 homing keys. Like they're one of my favorite. Like I'll totally fidget with them if I'm sitting at a computer and I'm just trying to think about what I'm gonna type. I'll find my fingers, like, you know what I mean, like feeling the inside of the scoop, because I really like it. Bouncy Chillups, thanks so much for that sub, man.
Thank you for that sub. Thanks
7
for
month
considering HHKB.
7-month resub. Thanks for considering HHK plus B.
Oh,
Absolutely doing that.
Yes.
the
Snyder Bob says,
consideration
tip
is
for
real.
faster typing, 3203 between fingers. Monster leg. Hi,
Between
friend.
fingers,
Thanks for
yeah.
stopping by.
Reduce the
Betwixt-
friction.
3203
Reduce this
betwixt your
friction.
fingers. Yeah.
That's so gross.
You just dump your
High speed, low drag.
dip your entire hand in there and like let the excess drip off.
Like every time you want to
scrape it
type, right?
off.
So you
Yeah.
just got to spend a couple $100 on lube every
Right.
time you want to type.
Right.
Couple extra words per minute
or
though,
you
totally
get like
worth.
a tiny little spatula like they use for putting frosting on a cake.
Oh. Wow, this is really gross.
Doobie321, thank you for the follow.
Thank you indeed. Man, we're talking about some really gross lubing techniques here, apparently.
I mean,
I gotta admit, I'm not all about it.
hey man, you lube how you lube. You
I do.
You do how it makes sense to you.
You know what? You're right, I do.
I mean, other people maybe judge you for it, but
Yeah, other people will judge. That's a thing. It will happen. Rip. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, rip your wallet?
good morning, Toma.
For spending that much on lube?
Right.
What up, Toma? Oh, man. This is going to be a fun morning, I can tell. The last stream was super fun, too.
It was. The last stream was fantastic.
Thank you so much for that follow, Doobies. And anybody who's not
Indeed,
already
Doobies, thank
following
you for the
and or subbed, you should think about doing that thing and going and clicking that button. Let's keep in touch.
To be honest, I am too. I haven't had coffee. Yeah, I'm like in the middle of having coffee yet. I'm waiting for it to cool down before I start.
Also, I forgot to say, hey, what's up, Monster Lag? How you doing, man?
I said, hey, what's up,
You did.
Monster Leg?
You did. But Monster Lag is really cool.
I like to talk
and we
to
got
our
some cool
friends.
stuff coming up with Monster Lag real soon. And I can't wait. Can't
Posting
wait.
some socials.
Ooh, them socials, though. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. All right. And okay, so I'm gonna go to this view for a second. So we've got all of our films and stems in, and one of my like most hated parts is organizing and putting these on one at a time. Like putting the top in the correct orientation so that it goes onto the bottom housing in the correct direction with the correct directionality. So I'm gonna pre-stage some of them. It's one of the parts I dislike most. It's weird. It's a weird thing to dislike.
Workflow
I wish there was
and
like
switch assembly.
I wish there was like a device that shook them into the right orientation.
I mean, there probably is.
No, there
but, like,
isn't a device that does that, but there
I
probably
mean,
could be.
not for you.
No, like you have one of them?
No, I'm thinking like probably some manufacturer somewhere has them when they.
Oh, maybe. I wonder how the manufacturers actually assemble these.
That's a really good question. I actually don't know, but I would be very interested in learning.
Yeah, I would like to see that machine because that machine would make me happy.
And I bet it'd be a really cool machine if it's doing a bunch at a time.
It's a really strange machine to make you happy, by the way.
I mean,
like
it could be very, very satisfying to look at. Like, remember the crayon episode from Mr. Rogers? Kind of like that.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, but
What?
I don't
What
remember.
kind of
I
deprived
don't
childhood did you
remember.
have to not see the crayon episode from Mr. Rogers?
Oh, I'm sure I've seen it. I just don't
like,
remember
that
it.
leaves an impression on you.
Nah, my memory for movies, television, and books is like 5 years.
Sniper Bob says it's a 6-inch manual orientator. It attaches to the wrist.
You have very small hands, Sniper. I'm just saying, like from there to there is about
Oh
nine
man, okay, hang on.
and a half inches. From there to there, something like that. The what episode? I'm glad that
Okay.
I'm not the only one who doesn't know what she's talking
Nope.
about.
Nope.
Because really,
There was an episode on making crayons, and it was very, very like one of those.
it was like the
"Oh, that's
predecessor to how
satisfying."
it was like the predecessor to how things are made.
Yeah, to how it's made. Pretty much exactly that. Penguin knows what I'm talking about. Thank you.
I'm really happy that she does. I just don't have a good memory for that kind of thing. But I do know that certain other hobbies that I'm into, there are machines like that do that exact type of thing at a large scale, and I have like a really small mechanical handheld variant of it where like you flip everything upside down, and when it shakes, it just shakes naturally into that orientation against some ridges that are milled into this thing. And then basically like you shake it all on an open plate, then you put a thing over, you flip it over, pull it off, and then they're in the orientation you want.
Here is the crayon episode from Mr. Rogers.
Oof. Nice. Nice. Got that camping though. You're welcome.
Ooh.
You're welcome. I love that. Thanks, Josh. Thanks to Josh. Like, I'm the one who convinced you that camping was necessary. Oh no, this is going to start playing sounds. This might not be in public domain. I'm not going to play that here.
I mean, probably, well, it's on PBS Kids.
I mean, just because it's publicly broadcasted doesn't mean it's okay to publicly rebroadcast it.
Yes.
Those things do have a license.
Okay, well, you can watch it after, and then you can understand what I was talking about.
DMC, like Run DMC. Oh, yes. DMCA. Got it. Yeah, I'm joking.
I'll remind him, because this was like one of those things you watch.
Oh, I got the link
in your
up.
childhood.
Do I have to watch the whole episode?
I mean, you don't
just like
have
part
to,
of it. No, I mean to see the.
Worth watching. No, it starts like 4 or 5 minutes in.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying I don't want to see it. I'm just saying. I don't know though. I might be super interested because like actually, how stuff's made, freaking amazing. Like, you would think that you can only see so many times how a wooden bowl is made before you got bored with it, but that's not the case. Sorry, that I've just seen that episode the most times.
No, especially depending on the technique that you're using. Toma says skip straight to the crayons. It's time to get vibing.
Yeah, you know?
Yes, that is a bright website. I mean, it is PBS Kids, so that does make sense. But
nothing should ever have a yellow background on a website.
No. Agreed.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up again.
Pick something different, man.
Oh man, I was watching while I was lubing these earlier. I was watching Legal Eagle. Man, I love Legal Eagle.
Legal Eagle is great.
I watched the Jeffrey Epstein, the episode from like a year ago about that, and then I watched his really recent video where he just hit 1 million subscribers from a couple hours ago.
Doc, there says there's a word for what you're doing that comes from Lego, for when you're organizing pieces for an upcoming step.
Ooh, is there? What is it called?
What is it? Yeah, now I'm interested. What is it?
It's like a Lego specific terminology.
It's grouping? Lego.
I love Legos. When I was a kid, I really loved them.
Oh, me too. Absolutely loved them.
But I will say, like, while I would make the sets sometimes, normally I would just rip all the pieces out and make whatever it was that I wanted out of it.
Roll.
Like a heathen child. Okay. Man, this is so satisfying. This next part, this is some of the most satisfying part of building switches. Lubing switches for me.
Bouncy asks, have you ever soldered micro switches, dude, in a mouse? That's crazy.
Have I ever desoldered them?
Like trolling, but with the KN?
No, I have not desoldered mouse micro switches, but I presume it's like desoldering pretty much any SMD components. I have seen it done on video. People modding mice. I'm actually kind of interested in doing it. I just don't have any mice that, well, okay. So in September, the final mouse, our final mouse is releasing the next buy, and I'm definitely planning on jumping in on it. I think it's September. Man, now I have to like check. I just said it in public, so I better be right. If I recall correctly, it's September.
Sir D, it's this guy again. It is.
What up, Sir D? Sir D, how you doing, man? How
Vasquez, hello, welcome.
I'm actually, yeah. So anyway, Bouncy, I want to do some.
I'll go with my first one.
Yeah, you're about to. You ordered the Switch. It's not just a Lego term, apparently, but that's where you learned it. Okay. Yeah, let me know how it works out, Bouncy. I'm actually really curious. Like, it doesn't look terribly difficult. I know a lot of those Switches are made by Omron. Pretty much all of them, if I'm not mistaken, at this point, right?
Sir D says, I will be building a KBD67V2 as soon as it comes in the mail. Awesome. Bouncy says desoldering is going to be a pain because factory solder is lead free. Yes. Gross. Also, the GWP has 36 screws. Little magnetic tray will not go wrong in that.
Yeah,
or a
man.
little magnetic dish.
Or a couple. Like the little soldering mat that I used. Well, not the little. It's not little. I guess I used the big one.
Mat.
But those have little like magnetic areas in them for organization that are kind of useful for little things like that, like phones and mice, laptops.
Fireflies says, or Firefly XZ says, I swapped the switches in one of my old mice and desoldered. Was indeed awful.
Where's your picture, Bouncy? Did you post in here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Bouncy, where did you post that? I don't know.
Or are you like?
I do not see it.
On your Insta? Where are you talking
there
about?
we go. There we go.
Oh,
it's
there.
Reddit. Is Reddit.
Is Reddit.
Also, that GMK cafe though.
Ooh, Bouncy.
Is pretty.
So jelly.
Mike EX
What?
says, can I paracord my G Pro wireless? JK. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Sir D says, oh, I misread the title. I thought it said 75.
What's your color temperature here? Like, do you know what the temperature of your light is? And is your white balance set correctly? Or you're a professional, so I trust you. It just looks warmer than I thought it would look in person. Looks really warm.
I'm back. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I was going to check Discord because Bouncy said there
It's
was
almost
something
spot
about
on.
Discord.
Wow, that set is a lot creamier than I thought it was. It looks really good though. Like I'm not disappointed at all. I just
Nope.
Yeah, no. I like it. It is more than I thought it would be.
Rattle, 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 rattle.
Sorry, boys and girls. Ooh, is my compressor not on? That was a really high level for switch bounce.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, it is on.
It was pretty loud.
Sorry, it is on. You just picking you guys up really right.
It really does look awesome.
Yeah, I'm loving that. I'm happy because I ordered mine and I'm just waiting on it.
Thomas says, I got really confused because it looked like the lubing station was under the bowl. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm just pushing the switches out. All right. And
Hi,
there we
Visionaire.
go. What a visionaire. How you doing, man?
Desk mat for cafe
Nice to see
is
you.
also really nice.
It is, and I'm kind of bummed because I didn't get one. Got the set yesterday. Okay, that's promising. That means that within a couple weeks, at least, I should probably have it.
Toma says, what do you guys think of GMK Sumi's test mat? Can you post a link, Toma?
There you go. Godly must buy.
Firefly asks, where'd you get the acrylic lubing plate? Which one? He had 2.
Yeah, so one of them was an acrylic. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head
That clear one?
what that what site this comes from. I feel really bad for not knowing off the top of my head. I just totally spaced and forgot. But someone else here almost certainly knows where this lube station came from. Maybe. I just can't remember. Man, it's got lube all over it. It needs to be cleaned. Look at that. Lubey fingerprints.
Ew. That blue one, though, it's real pretty.
Sorry. I'll tell you what. FireflyXZ, hit me up on Discord and I'll try and dig up where I got it if nobody else knows off the top of their head. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. Now we're going to look it up.
Yeah.
Now we're going to look these. I'm not going to look the lubing station up, but I'm
for GMK Sumi are gorgeous.
Whoa. What? Cherry blossoms. Oh, I have to get.
Yeah.
I don't even want the keycap set. Not like hating on the keycap set. I do not like.
That's awesome.
I tend not to love sub legends.
Yeah.
I do sometimes.
Goes live on the 15th. Man, I'm gonna have so many desk mats.
Oh wow. Oh, hold on. That's my phone letting me know that it's 80% charged and to stop. All right. Nah, the desk mats though, the desk mat I love. This desk mat is badass. And then the one with orange blossoms on it are really cool. Oh man.
Cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossoms. What did I say?
Orange.
Yeah. Cherry blossoms. Man, I have art that looks like this in my house. I'm gonna go grab or actually I'll just look up the artist.
I'm just gonna have one desk mat on every inch of the wall space in my room.
So this guy, office. I have some art from this guy, Patrick Guyton. Trying to find, like, I have some like this. So he has stuff like this, and there's always a hidden Japanese character somewhere on his art. The ones that I have, they're red, so they're super obvious. Not all of them are obvious.
I want all of them, but white mats are gonna have to get cleaned off, and yeah, the white desk mats are gonna get dirtier faster. That's just the nature of the beast.
Here's one. Like there's a symbol right there. Mine have hummingbirds on them, but just like a character, not embossed, but painted on there. I've also met this guy in real life. He's super cool. Super cool dude. In fact, he artificially patinas most of his, so he does things on copper and he does other things on he does copper, silver, gold, and copper, silver, and gold. And so the gold obviously doesn't patina, right? But the copper he artificially patinas, so it's much faster. The silver, he couldn't find like a really good way of artificially patinaing it, so he just leaves them the like, it's ABS covered in foil. He just leaves those out for years, and then when they get a good patina on them, then he does art and then he seals them up. And I was talking with him about it, and I was like, no, see, I have a silver ring that I saw patina like that fast one time on a chemical that I used, like that I had on my hands, and it just like instantly patinaed it. And then I started looking it up and I figured it out while I was standing there with him, and I was like, this is how that happened. You might want to think about these chemicals or whatever. And he's like, totally gonna try it, dude. Like literally he gave me his phone number. He's like, text me those articles that you found, please. We're just like, we hit it off. Cool dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
Yeah, I just like, I don't know, man. It's cool. Sometimes you meet people and like if you're into the thing they're into, regardless of like what the event is or whatever, you just click in that one way and it's like, we got to keep in touch on this. Like, let's talk about this. This is awesome. That's one of those dudes. I love that, right? It's like in our little hobby, right? If you totally click with people, it's like, man, hit me up on Discord like as soon as you can. Let's discuss this. No eating at the desk, but tea and coffee are fair game. Yeah, I mean, I gotta admit, man, I eat at my desk sometimes, but I also don't use really nice desk mats at my main desk usually. In fact, the desk mat that I have on there right now, I'm trying to remember who it's made by. It's not Corsair. It's one of the bigger gaming companies though, but they actually make one that objectively has like the lowest friction coefficient. So it's like super fast for gaming. It's not Razer. It might actually be Corsair. I don't know. I was looking up like testing, objective testing of coefficients of friction against like high performance mouse skates, and people are actually using like high-end measurement devices to figure out what they were. It might be that one actually, Bouncy. I don't know. I'd have to go back through my yeah, so artisan mouse pads look really cool and they feel nice under your arm, like under your wrist and your hand sliding against them. This one doesn't. It's actually more coarse feeling. Mousepad Master Sheet by Hoya. Okay, yeah, this is the kind of thing I was looking at. Oh, no. This isn't the kind of thing I was looking at. So the kind of thing I was looking at had like actual gram force charts.
Monster League says I actually got a custom gaming mousepad made.
I want to get a
That's pretty
custom,
crazy.
like a custom artisan one for this desk that has my logo on it. The problem is I need a mouse pad that's bigger than 900 by 400. This mouse pad is the Myonix Alioth XXL, and I have one that's bigger. Oh, was there an actual force?
Yeah, there's a link in the to a Google Doc.
Oh, he put a different link. Yeah, no. The Google Doc though, like where does it have gram force measurements on it? The one you have that's giant is from Glorious, quite a bit larger. Yeah, so but what I need is, oh, there's a dynamic static. Okay, tab. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing. I'll have to look it up. Man, this looks oddly similar. I don't know. I just made the choice at one point and I was like, boom, done. Look at that Mad Catz Glide 38. Static friction. Artisan Shidenki. Okay. So yeah, a couple of these are really low. CS Hide C4. What the hell is that? That's super low. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking into different mouse pads, but either way, they tend not to have really awesome designs on them. You know what I mean? Like they tend to have like they're just blank, or they have whatever. CS Hide is like a piece of PTFE. Is it really? I totally want to look this up now. Oh, okay, it's like a rubber cushion backed thing. Wow, this is a weird looking mat.
Hi, Swizz.
Oh, that's wonky. Well, we're gonna What up, Swizz? How you doing, man? Check the link. Okay,
Bounty
I'm looking.
says, no, don't buy the Thor.
Okay.
Also, the artist thing you were talking about earlier, where he was working out with gold and copper and stuff. I was like, so he's doing vermeil?
Wait, what?
That sounds dangerous.
What just got said?
You were
Okay.
talking about the guy who was doing patinaing on different metals.
Oh, Patrick Guyton?
Yeah. And I was like, wait, he's doing vermeil? Hang
No,
on.
so he does it
Dangerous.
He does it with electronics. So he uses something called a pounce machine. He used to be a sign painter, like billboards and stuff like that. And they used to use something called a pounce machine. Now those are printed, but when they were painted, they would use this machine that basically like creates an electrostatic discharge between it. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to go super in depth, but it's part of his thing, and it's
There
really
you go
cool.
down that rabbit hole again.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. All right, but what we are going to do is we're going to build a keyboard. So, oh, you know what? I did get something in the mail. I need to go get a flavored water, so I'm going to leave you with these fine people while I go grab a flavored water and
Okay.
the mail call.
Ooh, mail call. Yay! All right, I need to catch up a little bit on chat here. What's behind the door on the left? That's a closet with storage in it. Or do you mean the far door on the left?
Far door on the left. Are you talking about this door over there?
Uh-huh.
There's a bathroom over there.
Yeah, that's where all the toilet paper lives.
No,
That's where the toilet paper hoard is.
it's actually
And
not.
under
That
his
bathroom
desk.
can't be used.
And in that other little place.
That bathroom
mean-
can't be used right now because there's an air conditioner sitting in it with its vents piped over the toilet, into the bathtub, up to the exterior window to add air conditioning to this room.
Sharp Alex, it is a Herman Miller mirror.
It is a mirror, man.
Also, hi, Shucks.
Thank you so much. Also, what up, Shocks? Yeah, so I don't know what the temperature is supposed to get to today. I'm looking it up. So,
A million to 12 degrees.
So the high today, I don't know if you guys can read that. It says 108.
Gross.
So right around the time that we end this stream, it should be
Really awful.
108 degrees outside here. 108 Fahrenheit. What is 108 Fahrenheit in centigrade? Okay, Google,
Here,
what
let
is
me look.
108 Fahrenheit in
Okay,
centigrade?
you ask her.
108 degrees Fahrenheit is equivalent to 42.222 degrees Celsius.
42.222 C. Hot.
Sharp Alex asks, nice, how comfy is it? I have an Aeron and wanted to get my dad one, but all I can find in Craigslist are mirrors.
I love the Mira, and I do not like the Aeron very much. I shouldn't say I don't like it. I don't like the controls on it nearly as much as I like the Mira.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hot damn. You're feeling my pain, yeah.
Google
Firefly
who started
XC.
talking.
Lobster, thanks for the
Lobster,
follow.
Thanks for the follow.
So I got Susu Watari, right? And the funny thing is, I unpacked it from the box from Drop, and I set this down on my coffee table. My cat instantly poked his head up, grabbed the plastic bag, and ran off. I had to go chase him down. And the funny thing is it's a cat artist. Oh, it's so cute. Or a cat novelty. So Susu Watari, buddy.
So check that link from Bouncy. He has another
Yeah, I'm
color
gonna look
balance
at it.
picture of Cafe.
He said this is 100%
Looks
color balance.
just as beautiful.
It still does
Bouncy,
look a
you should
little
put
warm.
that in Lingalandia's Discord as well, because I bet he would love to see that.
Yeah, this does not look a lot warmer than I would have expected it to, though. This is about exactly what I expected, which is still pretty creamy, pretty warm, but thank you for posting that, dude. I really appreciate that. I was like, man, I know you have a color correction chart, you have to, but if you already did that, then it is what it is. That's really good. Shocks. That looks like a lot. Oh man, shots fired.
Wow,
You should
shots
jump
fired,
into
dude.
Langolandia's chat and you should say that right
Yeah,
after Bouncy
see
posts this
how-
photo.
Yes, I think that is the best thing to do. I think that is
I'm sure
absolutely the
he'll
best
totally
option.
love it. So yeah, so Susu
You'll
Watari.
make a lot of friends by doing that.
We got Susu Watari, and maybe if you guys are lucky, we'll put this on this board.
Lingolandia's Discord. Bouncy.
Ugh.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I don't know. I like sculpted keycap sets. I'm not a huge fan of MT3, but I did wait over a year for this keycap set. I mean, it was supposed to be delivered literally over a year ago. Oh, shots fired. Yep.
Shocks fired.
Yeah, I missed that, Doc 2 owned. I should have said it that way. Sorry. Getting
It's
pony.
like we're putting him in a cannon and shooting him out of the cannon.
No, Shocks is not fired. I like Shocks. All right, guys. So let's get to building. We're going to build this awesome KBD67V2.
Building.
Get to building. Is that what you just said? Yeah?
I mean, I didn't say it that way.
You kind of did.
That was all you.
Down.
I was gonna say, yours sounded like it should have been with, you know, it had an inclusion of chaps and spurs or something. And a duel at noon.
A duel at noon. Ooh. No. We'll still be building keyboards. We don't have time for a duel at noon.
It's past noon here, so you've missed your dueling time slot.
Oh no. Duel canceled. Everybody late. Too hot. Cancel the
it's
duel.
too hot.
Right? No joke though. It's too hot for a duel. It's 108 outside, or it will be.
Yeah.
At noon, it may only be like
stormy,
104.
Only. It's Stormy says, can you use that foam on the keyboard?
Which foam? Which foam? It's Stormy. The foam that was included in the box? No, you should not. It's Stormy. Are you?
G Freeman
Are you
11898
customer?
says, hi, need info on that on that
Woot.
cool t-shirt.
Woot.
Woot.
Shirt.woot.com. They'll definitely have it available for you to buy. Can you use that foam on the keyboard? I mean, I do keep some shelf liner, and I could always apply that to a customer board. Literally no problems with that. So before we do anything crazy, we are going to put these bump-ons on. Yeah, you wouldn't want to use that other foam though. The foam that like comes as part of the box.
Bouncy says, I'm going to put sorbethane in my KBD67V2.
Ooh, sorbethane, man. This guy.
Doc says the foam in the
Getting all
KBD box
bougie.
is also pretty thick. I don't think you could smush it in there. I mean,
Yeah.
You could try, but
I would not recommend.
Probably not recommended.
Yeah, I would not recommend. You could try. Compress it. Why you think this thing's got screws? To compress the foam? No, I'm joking. I like how I don't actually like it, but they individually
Swizz.
wrap the screws. It's better than what they were doing.
Swizz, it's never time to end the hunt for GMK Mizu.
Swizz, you'll find it one day, man.
You will. And it's really popular, so they may rerun it at some point.
Well, they're running SA Mizu right now.
Right, they're running an SA. They may rerun in GMK at some point. People are listing it for $6.50 in sandwich bags, base plus novelties plus space bars. Ouch. Also, Bouncy agreed. SAU.
I didn't get the
I'm really
novelties.
sad. I'm really sad that they made Dream Eater in SA profile because I'm like, gross. That's a gross profile. If they'd have done it in DSA,
You'd have bought it?
yeah.
DSA, man, you're so into DSA.
It's just what I like, man.
I'm telling you though that
Machi
mean,
Trash
think Cherry
Panda
feels better.
says, I want GMK Olivia. Ooh.
Machi Trash Panda. Yeah, me too. I can't wait for Olivia Plus Plus to arrive. Did you get in on that?
It says, Feeble-minded says, so you talking about Zycos before inspired me to make them. Anything I should know before destroying 2 sets of switches? Be careful.
Oh, man.
Be careful. Wear gloves.
There are so many things that you need to know before making them. You should go watch.
Why don't we talk about Zycos?
You should go watch the build that I did on the, probably on the Rukia. And then the one that I did on Baka 60 also.
Did you put Zycos in the Baka?
And then hit up Chewy and or myself on Discord and let's talk more about it, because the chances of destroying the leaves in the bottom housing as you put them together and as you assemble the whole thing is so high that there are a lot of pitfalls worth talking about. In fact, I should make a video for the Callan Opes channel specifically on how to make Zycos.
Agreed.
That does not exist now though, so let's just talk about the details as we're able. Too big.
So we have a question.
1.5 millimeter. That's the one.
Well, Teina says, I want cat Olivia. Interesting. Doobie says, have y'all seen elongate mech? If so, what are your thoughts?
That's a good question. I'm not all about the elongate as of right now.
Retro Apple inspired.
Are you talking about XDA? What was that XDA set that got released?
I think I know which one you're talking about. Hang on.
Oh man, I can't remember what it was called. Oh, started with an O. I keep wanting to say oblique, but I don't think that's what it. So my thoughts on the elongate. So we'll pull it up real quick, right? So the elongate, right? So it looks really cool from the top. I got no problems with that. It's a budget board, right? So think Rect 1800 kind of, like there may be blends, I would guess. I don't know that to be the case, but I don't typically like this type of construction. So if you look, I'm pretty sure it's a top mount, which is good, but I don't really like this like flat sheet of brass mounted on top of a milled piece of aluminum. Now I realize that the manufacturing costs and the chances for imperfections will be way lower, but there's something about the design that doesn't really make me fall in love with it. But it is a budget board, right? It's $350 for the kit. Like that's actually really good. Like in a way, the price point is pretty awesome and makes it kind of amazing. But the part that really absolutely makes it a no deal buy for me is this split space bar. I do not like personally, but if you love that bottom row layout, I would recommend it. Then it's a decent price, plus it comes in some cool colors like plum, rose gold, of course, blue. That blue, that's the one I would go with, and then polycarb.
And another question, what do you think about drop Gatoron Robin switches from It's Stormy?
Drop Gatoron Robin.
I put a link in the chat.
I don't think I even knew that this was a thing.
Teina, thank you for the follow.
I don't know what to think about them yet. Maybe they're really good, maybe they're not. We'll have to find out.
Let's see.
The base is PA66 and the upper cover is polycarb. Oh, well, it might be really interesting. I think it's probably worth buying some to find out.
Could be. Mr. McGurk says, isn't that kind of necessary for that layout to easily use layers? Sir D says, I don't know why, but I've been obsessed with purple boards lately. Agreed.
Me too.
Tier talks. If not, then it's expensive AF. Feeble-minded says, usually split spacebars are an option, but it shouldn't have been mandatory.
I agree.
Doc says, I ordered OSA sleeves recently because it fits literally anything, and I'm very pleasantly surprised. It sounds noticeably better than EPBT IMO. Mr. McGurk says they're just linears. Racing Draft says, hey everyone. Hi, Racing Draft. Sir D says, have you heard of these guys?
Up,
specifically their 60 board? Equinox.
So I have a customer that hit me up about rebuilding an Equinox for him, and we may actually be rebuilding something from them sometime soon. But as of right now, I don't have any experience directly with them as a manufacturer.
Ooh, here's
it looks like a pretty standard design though. Simple design. Although I do like that it screws side to side. That's kind of cool.
Daddy says, if you are new to building mechanical keyboards, where does the rabbit hole start in terms of good sources of info? Turns out.
Go ahead.
We actually just did an episode on Calanopes about keyboard resources.
We haven't released that one yet, though.
We haven't released it yet, but that was the next one that I was going to edit and post up to our YouTube channel. So that might be a good one for you to start with.
But the short of it is,
long and short of it is
Reddit and a million Discords. And then Instagram.
Reddit, Discords, Instagram. Also probably YouTube.
Also streams.
Streams and YouTube, and asking questions in streams. Lobster, hi mom. Hi to your mom, I guess?
No, he's saying that to you.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
You know how people pop in and say, hi dad. The strummers.
I'm not anybody's mom, but unless it counts, like my cat counts. I don't think that counts.
Whoa.
Let's see. Giraffe says, saw some of the poems on Calanopes Instagram. Yes. So I was going to post the rest of them. I only posted one because I got really irritated at Instagram Create, and I just stopped because I was really frustrated, but I'll put the rest up there at some point.
These are very low quality screws.
Aw, TSC is our mom. Aw.
Just saying. These are very low quality screws.
Oh, Discord. Do you have the... Yes, you do have the Discord in there. Okay. Tear Tuck says, why do you have to read every comment out loud?
Me?
Me.
Okay, I don't know why. This is not good.
I mean, you know I have to read every comment out loud. I don't have to read every comment out loud, but I am the moderator on the stream. So part of my modding duties, I guess, is helping read comments so Josh can build stuff.
I hope that we have extra screws for this plate mounting system.
Sharp
because
Alex says she got Huckleberry Finned into it.
Yeah, she did. Huck Fender in. So the heads on these are trash.
Tear Talks doesn't want me to read any of the comments that are being made in the chat.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, Tear Talks. I think, I mean, maybe we're not gonna. Oof, dude. Jeez, Swizz. That's harsh, man. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I don't think we're gonna follow that one, because I think most people kind of like it. Dang. Hey, yo.
Chat is getting a little spicy.
Yeah, you guys are getting kind of spicy. Yeah, I know, but you know what? That's okay. Heckling is not appreciated, but at the same time, kind of goes with the territory a little.
I mean, it is a little funny.
It is. But thank you.
Art Hot. Oh, that's going to be hard.
We will White Knight for
Art Hotimus Prime. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you, Mr. McGurk. I know. Yeah, TSC's pretty awesome, so we understand.
Art Thotimus Prime. Okay, that's better. Thank you. I also like that.
Sharp Alex, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man.
Sharp Alex, thank you for the follow.
What solder do I prefer, with lead or no lead? Absolutely leaded all the way.
Thought has been added to the permitted view list, by the way.
To the what?
To the permitted item or permitted terms in chat.
Ah! I just accidentally magnetically scooped up all of those. Okay, so we're separating the plate and this schfancy top case here. We're gonna set the top case off to the side.
Our thought to Miss Prime. Okay. TSC Gomod. Thank you guys. Blood particle. Hi there. What solder do you prefer, with lead or no lead? This is a leaded solder stream.
Full leaded.
I can full leaded.
Yeah, and so
I put the
we
link
use
to the
Kester.
solder that he uses in the chat.
He is indeed. I'm hoping some of these screws go in that top case because, well, like I said, those ones that came in there, they were not good. They were not good. All right, so let's bust this out and let's give it a good test. Good test-a-rooney.
Blood particle. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you so much, man. Thanks for that follow. Are you a Kester fan? Yes, I am, Mr. McGurk. Love that Kester. I mean, there's other solders that are good too. I just have been using Kester for a while, and I like Kester. I've gone through a couple pounds of it just on our stream.
Yeah, we've gone through a ton of it.
Yeah, like 3 pounds of it, maybe.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
So-
solder. Taina says, I'm thinking of getting the Zenith. What do you think about it?
I think it'll be built like most Rama boards. It'll be pretty decent quality. I don't know about the sound one way or another. It'll probably sound pretty decent, but I do think that the layout is maybe not absolutely for me. I mean, I have JO1 and I love JO1, which is similar layout, but I don't know if it's an everyday layout for me.
So we've got another question here. Bladder U says, wait, would unleaded solder still be good for keybs?
It can
If
be.
you want to get into the pros and cons of leaded versus unleaded solder, that might be a good thing.
So here's the deal. If you live in North America, you should probably use leaded solder. It's actually just easier to work with. Unless you don't want lead to be around you because you, for whatever preference reason. But it is easier to deal with. It will feel, it'll give you a more consistent soldering experience and will be easier for newbies to work with.
Swizz, can you post the teaser to that, or the link to that teaser, please? From Canon Keys?
Uh-oh. What they
I don't know. I haven't looked yet.
What is
why
he
I'm asking
talking
for
about?
a link. So it says Canon Keys teaser on Instagram.
Ooh.
Oh, it's on their story. Darn it. Okay. I think this is in regards to the Zenith. Mr. McGurk says, the layout isn't for me either, but I'm sure it will sound good being ISO gasket mount and it's Rama.
Yeah, I think it'll sound okay, but there's no like guarantee, right? Because it's going to be something somewhat non-standard. So maybe not. I'm guessing it will be. But in terms of looks, it'll look decent and it'll perform, I'm sure, like most Rama boards do, which is pretty well. You don't need to worry about that red. That's just chatter because I skipped over that switch location pretty fast. Or I tapped it more than once in rapid succession.
So Feeble Minded says I joined Zenith only because of the green. Doc2 says Isn't Zenith
the hell
not
is
designed
this?
by Art Rama? It's on their
But
site.
it'll be made by them.
Yeah. However, case designed by Ion Keywords, PCB by Wilvatech.
Yeah, but it'll be made. The board case will be made by Rama, though, right?
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be good. I mean, the quality will be decent.
There's a link. Where am I?
Okay, so we know
Rama
our
Foundry, which means they're handling production. Okay.
we know this works. Do y'all have any opinions on the Time 80 Reforged? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. I love it, and I want one. Please post links. Also, do we know when the Time Reforged is running? I don't think that was posted in there quite yet, right?
I don't think so, no, but that is a gorgeous board.
Yeah, well, so I really liked the Time. It had a crap PCB, but it looked really cool, and I really want one.
I love that it comes in some of those other like additional
And I like
colors too.
That this
I love
bottom,
the teal.
I like that this bottom looks like it's got a piece of Lexan or something over it, and it's more recessed, so it'll be harder to accidentally bend one of those tines.
Imagine if those cogs work. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Well, they don't.
If they actually
won't,
like
so
did
you
something.
can.
I think you can
you
move
can
them,
set
but
the
they don't
clock,
actually move on their own.
but they don't
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Once you set it, they're not moving.
Apparently, you can get different colored split plates.
Yeah, which I think is
Swizz
also
in love.
awesome.
Swizz is absolutely in love.
Yeah, so I think they didn't have any kind of timeline as of right now.
Deep Murky says thoughts on Primus.
Primus. So I've seen this thing a few times. I like that. That's what I like. This cool foot.
That is a cool little foot there.
I think
Little foot
that weight
feature.
is actually going to weigh quite a bit, which will be really cool.
Sold out 700 spots in 2 minutes. That's crazy.
I think wasn't it pretty expensive though? What was the price?
The stainless steel weight on this, our Thoughttimus Prime says, dude, the stainless steel weight on the Primus is sexy. I agree.
It's going to be heavy. I like the way
Monster Leg says you're building my Primus, Josh.
I'm down.
Nice.
I'm super down. I mean, I think it looks really cool. I think it's really an interesting design. I think it has this center USB port, which leads me to question which PCB it's going to be using.
It's
But
just
outside
a
of
very
that-
aesthetically pleasing board.
Yeah, outside of that, I think it was really pretty. Wasn't it pricey? Man, how much did this thing cost?
I think a Thougtimus says
$690 is what.
$690. Yeah, that's
Prime
quite a
said.
bit.
Ooh,
But,
sorry, guys.
I mean, like Austin was
I like
what,
that.
525, something like that.
Yeah, $690 is fairly pricey. Did you get a lot of extras though? Because my price on HBCP Proto, or not the Proto, the HBCP final run was like $900 almost.
Mineral says it was 400, but then with extras, yeah, okay.
Oh, if it was
That makes
only
sense.
400 base, that's actually really inexpensive. That wasn't with the stainless base though, right?
Sir D says, where are all the moderately priced GBs? Is there such a thing?
Well,
This goes back to how to build a budget board.
Elongate, Rec 1800, NK65 especially. So there are inexpensive boards, but they run, just when they run. So stainless steel base was an extra 145. That seems like worth to me, Monster Lag. Yeah, I would have picked it. if I got in on it.
I have a feeling that as this hobby grows, there will be more group buys with more inventory or more slots, I guess you want to call it. But I think that there will also be a larger variety of pricing to fit both the budget end and the higher end of the spectrum in the hobby.
All right, we got them stabs. So I don't think we're gonna be using this stabilizer.
Bladder you. More makers will come when the hobby gets bigger. Absolutely.
Because there is
and
no
I think
7U
more people
support.
will be more interested in creating boards.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, production numbers will grow, which will also lower the cost.
It will. It will.
I want sexy GB stuff with in-stock prices.
Ooh,
Same.
me too.
I'm
happy we're on the same page here.
Complaint for in the hobby for a lot
Happy
of people.
we're on the same page here. I do also. Okay,
After
1,
the
2,
NQ65,
3,
I'm
4.
concerned about resellers hopping into the game as well. Yeah, that is a big concern.
Oh, and they will.
Flipper.
And they will. There's no doubt about it. They call him Flipper.
Flipper.
Faster than lightning.
So it says that time board will be one of my only ones above a 65% form factor.
Ooh, what do you think of the Iron 180? I mean, I counter with what do you think of the Iron 180? Because in my opinion, if you were going to get in on one public group by TKL right now,
there's a link for you guys. For all y'all.
That's going to run in the near future that I'm aware of. Probably that one. What else is going to be running?
Did you see Jeff's last stream that he did?
What did he do?
Galandia's. He destroyed a 165. I mean, not destroyed it. He brushed it because he's going to patina the whole thing.
What are you talking about?
He got a copper one.
Oh yeah. Okay, he got the FE. Yeah.
Yeah. And he brushed off all the outer coating so he can actually patina the entire board.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, force
It's
patina.
gonna look amazing.
It is gonna look amazing.
He didn't go all the way through it. He stopped at the brushing because it looked really great as brushed metal. Black Simon, thank you
Black
for the
Simon,
raid with
thank you
82
so much.
people.
All you awesome new raiders, welcome.
Hi friends.
Welcome.
Welcome raid.
Man, Black Simon coming through with the awesome raid. How you doing, man? How was your stream, sir? How was it? I hope you had a good one, man. I really do. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you showing your support for me, man, and throwing that raid my way. I wish that I could return the favor. One day I will be streaming.
Really?
I will be ending stream when you are starting or in the middle of it, and I'll be able to do the same. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it.
Like a desoldering gun.
Aw, decent and wholesome. Jeez. Thanks, dude.
Smoky Streams, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, indeed. And anybody else who isn't already a follower here, you should consider, going and hitting that button so we can keep in touch.
Thank you for the follow. And I will post the socials again.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Nutpack, thank you for the follow.
How is Black Simon's... Oh, Simon is unknown age. Oof.
You know me, 25.
Dented and
Thank you for the
wholesome.
follow. Hello, is this keyboard?
This is keyboard. Oh wait, this is specifically KBD67 Mark II.
Oh dear, your hide about to get scuffed. Oh my, there's some fighting words in chat.
What's about to get scuffed?
Your head? I don't know. So it says have they announced any sort of timeline for 180 GB starts? I don't know.
No.
Does anybody know?
No, they haven't announced. I don't believe. I'm pretty sure they have not, in fact. But yeah, no fights, man. No.
Sukafa says, "Are you using a compressor with that mic?"
I am using a compressor, so I've got a Go XLR hooked up to this thing, and I do have pretty strong compression.
Actually
about 8 to 1. I bounce back and forth. Sometimes I go as low as 4-1. Kind of depends on what we're doing. But when we do typing, when we do typing sounds here, your build command better. That's true. I should really up my build command game, I guess. So, but we do have this command.
Unknown H says, Simon only lives 2 sand dunes away from me. I think I should be scared.
Anybody who is already on my stream who doesn't know Black Simon or hasn't followed him should continue doing that. So when you do typing, so Sukafa, when I do typing sounds, I actually turn my noise gate and my compressor completely off. This is a dynamic microphone, so it's not actually the best kind of microphone to pick up sounds as naturally as they can be. So when I used to do typing sounds with my AT2020, I think it probably sounded a little more accurate, even though I wasn't turning off my compressor and stuff. So in the near future, I actually want to move back to having a second mic that I only turn on for typing sounds. And that way I won't have to like rearrange my desk or move the boom. It'll just always be there and it'll be pointed down at the keyboards. And then you guys will get, I think, a pretty raw sound. I think it's still pretty good right now, but I think it could be a little bit better. I've also considered, instead of doing that, getting a second input source and maybe getting a ribbon mic. We were discussing that on my last stream, actually. Mm-hmm. Ribbon mics are pretty expensive, so I need to do a lot more research before I just buy one.
Ventrium asks, blueberries or holy pandas? I'm going to go on a limb and say holy pandas.
Yeah, I would not do blueberries over holy pandas.
I do not think you are we're on the blueberry. You were in the basket with blueberries. Selk, welcome.
Yes, I'm not in the basket. What up, Selk? How you doing, man? You know what, Selk? I keep going back to.
Franken switch them. A berry panda? A blue panda? Is that what that would be?
I keep going back, Selk, to this right here, sir.
Black Simon says a decently sensitive cardioid condenser is more than enough.
Yeah, and I have a decent cardioid condenser. I just want to, like, I don't know if you know, if everybody knows, but on my stream, we definitely focus on, I'm into gadgets for one, but also I really want the most sciencey goodness to be going on.
Never noticed.
Which is okay, because that's where we're about to go from here.
The microscope?
Yeah, we're about to lube some stabs, so you know, I'm gonna pull out that microvision.
There you go. That was for Racing Giraffe.
So basically, I don't know, just kind of into getting one.
Where's BBB for the enhance?
Black Simon. Yeah, go with Holy Pandas, I think. Enhance. Into gadgets greater than doesn't have ISO. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be micro time pretty quick. The man, the myth, the effing legend, Selk is in here. Selk, dude.
Selk.
I want that key set.
You told us to do and create an Instagram with all your projects. That's amazing. Can we have links?
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Sir I want to follow. Holy Panda or Zelio? I would say Zelio.
Yeah, I think it depends. Is the sound or the feel the more important part to you? I think that's really what it comes down to.
Yay. Thank you.
Because if the sound is what it's about, then the Holy Panda probably. But if the feel is what it's about, then the Zelio. Oh, this is about to be real satisfying.
I do like the name Selk. Selk Projects. I'm good with it.
I am too. Please. Can you forward me that link on Discord, TSC?
Yeah, I actually have it
follow it from where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because the way my browsers are set up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys and girls. You guys ready? See this stabilizer lubing job? This is the same. You know what? We're done with this one. I'm gonna trash this one. Trash this applicator. New applicator tab.
So, Hiken says 3204 or 205 grade 0 on Holy Pandas.
Once again,
And
buy
you
a lot
guys,
of both and make
your names,
Zygos.
I'm so sorry.
Raykuza, man. That's my man right there. Yes, I agree with you, sir. That's a big tub. It is a big tub.
I'm gonna post our Zygos command.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to do.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
think there was no lube on it yet. Otherwise, I would have just lubed up my Baka 60.
See, this is that mod mind brain that I've got going on here.
Thank you so much for being a great mod. All right, guys. All right, guys. We're gonna lube this up.
This is about to be Keeb ASMR, satisfying.
And
so
moist.
satisfying and moist. Now, people might not like that, but
Well, look at it. It's lubed now. It needs just a little bit more, I think.
just give Penguin a heads up before you start full screen lubing, so her family.
So her family can get out of the room. She can clear her family out of the room. Look at that.
Oh, the applicators.
Brushes.
They're there. And our thought, yes, this
this
is
is how we
205
lube.
grade 0.
This is how we lube with 205 grade 0. Right, so I'm gonna do that one, and then I'll do another one. I'll do the insert, and then
You
a
should do
wire.
one full screen for everybody.
Oof.
Just be very slow with your movements so you don't give everyone vertigo.
Yeah. Okay.
Deliberate.
Are you guys
Deliberate
ready?
with your
Are you guys
movements.
ready for what's
guys
about to
ready?
come?
Some full screen lubing action. Awesome keyboards. Thank you for the follow.
Okay, I had to do this. I usually go from the other side. You know what? You know what?
Nazca says it's getting to a whole different kind of stream. Yep.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys can
asks-
see.
Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. Go ahead.
Oh, yes,
you can
this is
still see through
big
there.
micro racing draft. The ask is, are the Holy Pandas on drop a good buy?
Yeah. Yes, they are. If you're looking for holy pandas, then the answer is yes. You're uncomfortable, Rikuza. All right, we're gonna switch back. I don't want to make people uncomfortable.
Omar says, I hope my parents don't walk in on me watching this. Shucks says, ooh, spicy going in from behind.
Yep. Oof, dude. Oof. Okay. I'm not
They
gonna.
teach this kind of education in like 8th grade. The sensual music makes it.
It does. All right. So then we're gonna take.
Gotta keep the
We're
door
gonna
locked.
take. So we're gonna take this end that has 2 holes in it, right? And then we're gonna take the side that has the clippy bit, not the side that has the screwy bit. And we're gonna go.
Just put a sock on your door when
And
you're
then
watching keyboard
that one's
streams, it'll be
completed
fine.
for now. Now we're gonna do the rest, but before we do that, I'm gonna show you what the next step would be on this one. That would be the completion move.
Nazca says, the music, the zoom, deep voices. Wow, that was an experience.
That was an experience, wasn't it? All right. We're gonna lube up the wire also.
Perry4761.
Well past
Thank you
the
for
elbow.
the follow.
Thanks for that follow, man.
You have to do this for every Switch now. The giant micro.
Yeah, it would
Zoom.
take far too long to do this for every stabilizer,
Yeah, we would be here forever.
right? But we're gonna get that wire all lubed up.
Deep Murky. The girl has a very sexy voice, almost Siri like. Thank you.
Aw, that's
Niv 180. Microvision.
okay. So now we're gonna go in here. We're gonna go into that bottom hole.
Is
There.
microscope.
All right, and then we're gonna clip it in. Then we've got this guy. Done. Someone just call sexy Siri sexy oof. Have I built a KBD8X? Selk. I've built probably like 4 of them. The Mark IIs. I built one of the Mark ones.
Yeah, check out his YouTube. There should be a VOD up there of it, and I will post the socials again so you guys can see.
I think I've only done one of the V1s. All the other ones have been V2. I own one. It's back there somewhere, sitting on the ground. See how some of my really fancy keyboards are just chilling on the ground? There's like an Austin and a KBD8X Mark II. And behind the Austin, there's a KBD pad and
you really have to get something to
like
display
a $500 Alps build. And
you really
know,
do.
There's some other boards over there. I do. I keep wanting to make like shadow wall boxes, but I have this idea to make a box that holds a desk mat and the board above it, and you can put the keycaps on there so you can have your whole themed board just mounted on the wall with lights.
We've got a question. Fick says, what do you think about the Maja on KBD?
Meh. So I like KBD fans from a perspective of buying something that is low cost, relatively low cost, and relatively decent quality for that cost. But I'll never say that I think KBD fans is like the highest end of the market. So what I think of them in terms of like the high-end customs that we sometimes make on here, I think meh.
Silk says, I ordered the GMK white on black today and some Mechanist ultramarine stabs.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
ultramarine, baby. Yeah, we got some of those coming.
I just checked my orders and I don't think we do. I thought we did.
I thought you ordered them.
I thought I did too, but I don't see any orders in my order history. So we're gonna have to go take a look and see.
Do you have a
I've got to
notification?
go back in and look for. I've got to go back in and double check
well, you
it,
figure it
'cause I
out.
may have used a different.
Because if we
command
don't,
or a
we
different
need to get
account.
them coming. Because I
Yes.
want them.
The real Mega Stash. Thank you for the follow. And you guys, if
What
I'm
a Mega
pronouncing
Stash.
names incorrectly, I'm really sorry. Please put in the chat the correct pronunciation. If I'm saying something,
I'm pretty
wrong,
sure
'cause
you
I
didn't
don't wanna say
mispronounce
people's names
the
wrong.
real Mega Stash.
No, not. Yeah, that one was pretty easy, but there's some other ones that I don't want to screw up.
I know, I'm just messing with you. Giving you a hard time. Ooh, this might be a little bit much.
What do you guys think of the Bear Ergo?
Post links.
Yeah, please post links.
See? Got a little much in there.
Salk says my name is Sola Kuma 3 Cuckoo. What? Our thought, it's okay. I just was trying to. I'm trying to read everything pretty fast, so.
All right. So I'm going to stop doing this under microvision for a little bit.
Doc says mine is docked owned, but most people just say doc, and that's fine. Good.
It's Doc what?
Docked owned.
Oh, Doc owned. Got it.
But doc is okay. So we can say, what's up, doc?
What's up, Doc? I like it.
Sukapa says, I'm still waiting for my first GMK set to come in. How is the GMK Star Wars set, considering the quality issues with the recent 9009?
I mean, I like my 9009 just fine. But I understand. I don't know. I haven't. So one, there is actually more than one Star Wars set, although only one of them is GMK. And then 2, I don't really know. I haven't seen the Star Wars set in real life. I've not examined its quality.
Fragnar says you prefer to use that little brush to lube over a normal paintbrush.
I do.
That's for you.
I do, and I have regular paintbrushes of all sorts of different sizes. So I prefer this applicator.
Sponge tip makeup applicator things, but you use them over a couple of times. You don't just use it once and toss.
Yeah, I don't just toss them. I mean, I do eventually, like if they either one, if they get contaminated, or 2, just, you know, if I've used them a bit.
Empire set was DSA, Boba Fett was GMK.
Correct.
Niv says there's a Star Wars set with Arabesh Legends. Sad I didn't get it.
I think it's still for sale, isn't it?
Might be. I thought.
Isn't that the one we're talking about, Niv? You did your own GB before you entered one. Are you serious, Selk?
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Fragnar says, oh, just curious, going to be lubing for the first time soon. Yeah, I think really this is a preference thing.
You have a little bit more control with this, I think. Seeing as how you're going in here, and you're just kind of trying, for stabilizers, you just kind of smear everything everywhere.
I can see that being easier with that little sponge tip versus a makeup brush or a paintbrush, because the fibers, the hairs of the paintbrush could separate when you're trying to get it into the little cavity.
It can. Plus, you're just trying to smear it around to get it an even coating on the inside of these housings. So really, you don't need the like really fine tip control, even though that's a good thing.
So Doc Owen says, I've finally tried tub lubing and I've seen the light.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but for
Mineral,
switches,
thank you for the link.
for switches, I would just recommend tub lubing. Personally. So much faster. So much easier. So much less of a hassle. So much almost the same result.
The answer for total consistency is tub lubing.
And for total consistency.
Omar Pixel asks, what is tub lubing?
Oh, that's what we did earlier, but you guys didn't see. So I put all of my springs in here and all of my stems in here, and I coat the sides of these things with lube, and then I just shake them. And the lube gets everywhere on the entire stem and everywhere on the entire spring.
For about how long would you say you shake them? Like a minute?
Couple minutes at most. I have tried to shake them a lot longer. I have heard people say, oh, well, you know, it's not as consistent. Honestly, I think it's more consistent, way more consistent, unless you like, you know, shake it forever. But I have put them in a rock tumbler, and I have tested the difference between literally putting this whole container in a rock tumbler and letting it just for hours, and then actually just shaking it around for like 2 minutes. And I cannot tell the difference.
So Art asks, or our thought says, do you recommend this for tactile stems?
I do. I recommend it for tactiles and linears equally.
IY501 says, how much lube inside the tub?
See, now you're getting to the right questions.
A dollop?
Yeah. So I used to actually measure out a very specific amount with a graduated container, and I found that because you want the lube amount to be different depending on what the spring weight is and you know, what kinds of stabilizers you're using, how you want to do that, and kind of just your preference for what you want them to feel like. Do you want them to be buttery? Do you want them to be pretty light lube and just adding a little bit of smoothness? You want slightly different things for different switches, so, and for different boards for that matter. So really the thing that I've found best to do is to add the minimum amount you think you're gonna want on there, and then put one switch together and feel it. And if that's the consistency that you want, stop there. If it's not, add more. Technically, you can remove lube even if you over lube. this is a pretty advanced technique and probably not one you should shoot for, because removing is always way harder. But the way you would do that, the way I would do that if I ran into that situation, is I would put all my stems back in, and I would put a little piece of microfiber cloth, something that isn't gonna shed stuff, a clean microfiber cloth like an eyeglasses lens wipe, and then I would shake it all with that and then go from there. I would not recommend it unless you have to do it, right? Always try and start lower and work up.
So
yeah,
we
for
have some
tactiles too.
Blader U says, doesn't lube on the leg of tactile stems change how they feel? Raykuza says, really, for tactiles. And
it does.
Iowa 501 says, pronounced like the state Iowa. Oh, sorry.
Iowa 501.
So Mineral says, get a bigger container, let the sides remove or wipe the side of the container, then reshake.
That is another thing you can do too. That's absolutely another thing. Because the side of the container is going to consume a bunch of that. In fact, the biggest argument against this isn't that you get lube on the legs. In fact, people intentionally lube the legs, even of tactiles. The stems get too greasy when putting keycaps on. So the stems, it's a compression fit anyway. So I've only ever had very loose stems have issues. Things that like were previously fit onto box stems, old pre-retooled box stems, have issues in terms of them being too loose. Like something like a GMK set, I've never had like keycaps fall off because they're on there too loose, or there's too little friction. Like they're press fit anyway, under compression a little bit. Yeah, and you can actually wipe off the stems if you want. I don't typically, unless a customer's like, can you please make sure that whatever, then sure. But you can take a little microfiber cloth and literally wipe that stem area. You can see that there is lube. My fingers are really dry, by the way, from touching isopropyl alcohol in the process of cleaning stuff up. So you can see that there is a little bit of lube there on the stem, and it is not going to fundamentally alter how tight it is. But you can take a tissue if you want, although I wouldn't because it'll rip, a little microfiber cloth, and do that. Like literally just wipe the sides of it and it'll remove a bunch of it.
I'm just saying manicure and moisturize.
I can't do that before every stream. I do moisturize. I just can't do it after touching alcohol before starting the it's I built 2 PC ones, I think, and 2 aluminum ones. That sounds right.
Done.
I don't remember.
007.
I don't think the deep blue is any of the ones I've done. Hydrate check.
We need a mani petty stream.
But a light blue though. Docked owned. A light blue.
I think we can call them Doc. I think it'll be fine.
Well, I'm just trying to get it right. If I reinforce it in my own head.
We can do a mini petty stream and then talk about the keyboard, all the keyboard news out there. Self-care stream, more of a mad welcome.
I feel like that's more of a stream that we would want to do with the Cal and Opes crew.
I absolutely think so.
Than just the IME or U stream. Just saying.
Getting an under eye mask out of the freezer, yes.
Oof. There we go.
Morphin Med says, did I hear many petty streams? Sign me up. Yes.
All right, fine.
Please make it real, and these guys will show. It looks like we have a lot of interest in a mani petty stream. So you and
fine.
Jeff on screen getting mani petties and me talking.
Not getting. I think it would be giving it to ourselves because the Rona.
Fair. That's fair.
There's that Rona though.
But that would be very interesting.
All right, I'll tell you what. You broach the subject with Jeff. We get it done.
I'm sure Jeff would be on board.
I'm sure he would too. Even I'm down.
Do it with the micro camera. Yes. Do it under microvision.
Oh God. So this is gonna be all me then. All criticism of my cuticles. Got it, coach. I'm not the kindest to my hands sometimes. You do know that, right? Like
I did notice
they
that.
do get abused
so
sometimes.
Iowa501 asks, where are you and the mod from?
Different places, it turns
Yes.
out. So we're about 2,000 miles apart. I'm in southern-ish California, about 100 miles due north of Los Angeles.
And
Not along the coast.
And I'm in northeast Wisconsin, about 4 hours straight north of Chicago.
Chi-town. I like Chicago. Well, I mean, I've
It's
had
a fun
fun
city when there's no Rona.
I've had fun times in Chicago, I should say. I don't like or dislike it as a city. It has its ups and its downs. But I have had amazing times there.
Racing Giraffe asks, I've always been curious, how did the three of you meet?
Keeps. So I met Jeff the first time at Seattle, at the Seattle meetup, and then at SoCal.
Morgan Med says, I've been told by some Midwestern friends that Madison is a pretty cool city. Madison is really fun.
I've yet to be there.
Madison has a lot of really great places to eat, lots of really great places to shop. It's definitely a college town, but it's a lot of fun, especially in the summer. There's usually a pretty great music scene down there too.
Is there now?
Yeah, there is. Are we using microvision for the stab lubing, or are you just gonna have it there?
We just have it up for no reason.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Sorry, boys and girls. I was distracted. Turn off microvision. I do want to check out Madison actually, so, and I am definitely down to check out Chicago again. I like Chicago.
There is actually a keyboard group that
I joined
based out of
I
Madison.
joined their Discord
yeah, I'm
in
in
hopes
it too.
that sometime when they did a meetup, I would go.
I think that would be pretty cool. They do a lot of really localized meetups. It's called Madison Mechmania. And I think they do a lot of meetups on campus, on the UW campus there.
In Madison.
Yeah. And they're usually pretty small,
Ooh.
but lots of nice people. And I do
Life.
think we have some people who stop into
Thanks.
the stream here and there.
So
Thank you
I think
for the follow, Olay.
I think I missed Don Corleone 007 and Olife. Thank you both for following. And anybody who isn't already following or subbed, think about going and clicking one of those buttons. And let's hang out more. Stay in touch.
I'll do socials in a second. Morvan Mad says, I live for live music, so I'll have to check it out. Firefly, live for live. Damn, English is great. Isn't it though?
Live for live, yeah. I live for live.
Morvan, there are definitely New York City keyboard groups. I don't know if Penguin is still in here, but I know she's pretty into the keyboard scene in NYC.
Well, I've had some customers who are
Live for Lube.
oof.
Or Live for Lube.
Lub for lube.
Love for Lube.
No, lub.
Hearts. Love for Lube. Lub.
Lub for lube.
Some lube lubbing on this stream.
We do love lube here
That
on this
sounds
stream.
terrible.
What sounds terrible?
Lube loving. Olaf, hello from Singapore. Welcome to the stream.
Ooh, what's going on? What's going on there in
Ooh, is it-
Singapore?
It's pretty late there, isn't it?
I believe it would be pretty early in the morning or late, I guess. Lube life for live. Lube. Oh wait, lube life for life. Got it. Yeah. Damn you, English.
Lube lovin'. Someone needs to put that on a shirt. Yes.
Or lub
Bring it to
Lubin.
Keegan. Don Corleone, hello from Croatia. Welcome.
Ooh,
welcome,
Croatia.
Welcome.
It should be
2:40 a.m.
pretty late-ish in the evening,
Singapore.
I think, in Croatia.
Do you guys actually hear the cat? Yes. Yes, she's
Oh, they heard your cat.
Come around. Yeah,
Meow.
she's come around to ask for snacks.
Oh, no.
Sukapfa says, have you seen Type K Tented Alice?
I have. And I actually like that. If you're into an Alice thing, I think it might be kind of nice. I like the idea. It's like a Microsoft Naturals all aluminum Alice. Alice layout.
DV Chan asks, what are top linears right now? I've got Gap Black inks and creams, but I want to try something new in my new board.
Alpacas. But you have to lube and film them. But once they're lubed and filmed, they're great.
Sick Online, thank you for the follow.
What
or
up, man?
SCK
Thanks.
Online.
Don Corleone, 840. Okay, I wasn't too far off.
Disintro, 1940, yeah. In the UK.
Oh yeah. DV Chan, I see you everywhere, dude. Yeah. I do too. What's up, Omar and
Any
Pixel?
thoughts on tangerines?
DV Chan.
Ooh, I've got a couple other questions too, so.
So Morvid Mad has a point there. Not gonna lie, Gat Yellows are surprisingly solid linear for the price. For the price, almost impossible to beat, I would say. For the price.
Chonk Slayer 69. I absolutely love that name, by the way. Bleeder, what are your thoughts on Matthias switches?
They are bad. Objectively bad.
Our thought says, what's your opinion on filming NK creams? Does it make much of a difference?
Wait, what? What? Repeat?
What's your opinion on filming NK creams? Does it make much of a difference?
Not a good one. We talked about that a little earlier. I think you choose creams because you're willing to sacrifice feel a little bit for sound, and filming them, while also difficult from the perspective of getting the films in there well and clipping it all closed, also kind of undoes that a little bit, but it doesn't make them stable enough and solid enough to make it worth sacrificing the sound. IMO.
Mighty Yellow Plus, thank you for the follow. Also, we have another question. Any thoughts on tangerines?
Tangerines are great. Super sleeper. They get less credit than they probably deserve. They're a fantastic switch, and I do recommend them. I love them. We're going to be doing some Tangy builds coming up. In fact, Rama M65B has finished machining about 2 weeks ago. Getting treated and anodized. Been waiting since October 2019. Excitement is really building up. You're hoping they ship in the next 2 months. I hope you're right, man.
That is super exciting.
I look
Jessup.
forward to getting the infos on it, seeing how you guys like them. They're probably going to be great. M65A was great. All right, so we're going to have to do this bottom row goodness. I can't remember what bottom row options existed on this.
We have a really good question. So Mighty Yellow Plus says, new to the hobby, I'm waiting for my last component for my first build that I'm hoping to do today. Come on, send me my PCB. Living through you right now. Nice.
Nice. Your last component.
DV says, I recently did a corn build with yellows. Super nice. Love the spring weight.
How do you like the corn? Did you put in the in switch LEDs, and how did that go for you? Hot takes are allowed if that's
as well.
That's what it takes.
Asking, deep blue 8x with black vents, ultramarine stabs, and bow. What do you think? Or is that white on black?
Ooh, wait. What do you say?
Or black on white. Sorry. Deep blue 8x with black vents, ultramarine stabs, and black on white. What do you think?
I think all of that's good. I personally think that vent blacks are somewhat overrated. Not like there's no good good vent blacks. There are, however, something like a C2 Tangerine or an Alpaca Linear or a Gat Ink, I think is just objectively a better switch.
So, wow.
There are some cases where that might be
I will try
not
and
true.
keep up as much as I can.
But generally.
DV Chan says, I've never cursed so much building a board on the corn. That's fair.
Yeah, just the regular, not the ink yellow. I got black things.
Cadron asks, what's the wind keyless beauty with camping on it? I believe that is your baka.
This wind keyless or this wind keyless? Ugh. The top one is the Baka 60. This is the TX84. That one has Zyko. The Baka has Zykos, and this has Zelio V2s in it. Okay, so can you read DV Chan's question?
DV says the corn was more of an issue because the board is mirrored on both sides, so you have to make sure you solder appropriately. Otherwise, the unsolder time will take over. I also did SMD, so it was a lot harder to mount diodes.
Yes, it is, sir. The diodes aren't where I ran into an issue, but the issue that I ran into was actually soldering in the LEDs.
You just have to make sure they are flush and correct in the correct direction.
Yeah, they're just kind of a pain to get all the solder to flow the way you want it. Anyway, that's my opinion on it. Okay, so
Chunk Slayer says, did an almost 6-hour stream last night desoldering a pre-built TKL and lubing the cherry reds, then rebuilding it for fun. Was a big oof decision, but was still fun.
yeah, rebuilds can be fun. Next time we go to 4 a.m. Nice. Chunk Slayer, am I not following you? Chunk Slayer,
Yeah,
are you
links,
streaming
please.
under this name when you're streaming?
Bye, kitty.
Can you post your Twitch?
Yeah, post links. We love to go follow.
I would like to.
Chunk Slayer's new. Well, welcome. Welcome to the wide world of Keeb streaming.
Yeah, man, I try and follow as many other streamers as I can, partially because I love watching other streamers do their thing, although I find that I have way less time to actually do that thing than I want, but also so that I know who to raid and when.
Deep Murky says the best linear switch, choose only one. There can be only one.
Alpaca's lubed and filmed.
Sulk says, new question. What is Cerakote and how does it work?
Ooh, that's a great question, and I am probably
That
the
is a
right
great
person to
question.
ask because I have actually Cerakoted things before. Myself, not like had it done, but actually done it. Cerakote is technically a 2-part epoxy. Dude, I love that image, by the way. Cerakote is a 2-part epoxy, resin and hardener, and it is heat cured. Hold on, I want to follow. Give me that follow. There we go. Followed. So it's cured under heat. It has some advantages and disadvantages over things like anodization. It is more durable than anodization. Even the hardest anodization is less abrasion resistant than Cerakote. So inside the resin, there's a ceramic component, without going into too much technical detail, that makes it a fairly hard finish. It's honestly, the colors are amazing. It can be mixed like a paint to get kind of whatever colors you want. They make a lot of really awesome colors straight from Cerakote, but also, like I said, can be mixed to do what you want. I think it's one of the best finishes that we have to offer for aluminum in terms of aesthetics.
Lao FPS, that is not a Sirius, that is a Baka 60 with camping on it.
It is a Baka 60.
Whitewash says Illum KB actually has full milky yellows in stock right now. Awesome.
Oh, do they really? Post links, man.
Yeah, definitely post links.
You couldn't tell due to lighting. Oh, if what this board was? Sorry. And the camera angle doesn't really lend itself for you to see. It actually looks more like a TX60 than probably anything.
The unknown German says epoxy rules. It can do so many things. Yes, it can. And welcome.
It can.
Welcome, the unknown German.
But the downsides are that it has a non-zero thickness when it's applied to a board. So tolerances have to be taken into account sometimes when you're applying it, especially if you're applying more than one coat, which you probably are, especially if you're applying multiple coats, like if you want designs or patterns on the outside, which to this point I've never seen anyone do with a keyboard, although I've seen it on plenty of other things. In fact, I've done it myself on other things. But
Chunk Slayer says, I kind of want to start making artisans.
You don't have to do that with...
But I need to figure out what I can do that won't be seen as a clone of someone else's work. And there's a lot of options
your
out
art
there,
is
but
your
I
art,
also
man.
understand. Yeah, your art is yours and original because it's yours. And it's your spin and take on things. But I also understand that there's a lot of amazing artisan makers out there that are doing a lot of really cool stuff.
I get it too. So I'm not like... I just like it when people are like, well, this is derivative or whatever. Because I've even had people come in here and they're like, basically, you're just ripping off Teha. And it's like,
right.
Okay, dude. I mean, Teha was ripping off other people too.
I mean, he wasn't ripping off other people, but I mean, there are only so many ways to show what you're doing when you're building a keyboard.
Yeah.
Like... it's kind of a formal, like it's kind of a step-by-step process that follows the same process flow. So you make it your own by being your own person and having your own spin on your chat and the things that you do and things like that.
Rikuza, love it.
So Whitewash says, on the topic of Cerakoting, is there a recommended method or to recolor aluminum that has been anodized? Powder coat, Cerakote.
Wait, you're gonna have to repeat it. Sorry, I was reading.
On the topic of Cerakoting, is there a recommended method to recolor aluminum that has been anodized? Powder coat, Cerakote. Gary the Snail, thank you for the follow.
Thanks, Gary. Yeah, so all of those things are viable. So anodization is removed fairly simply through sandblasting, which is, if you're doing Cerakote or powder coat, something you're probably going to do anyway. So hold on one sec.
Rikuza says, no, Teha invented building keyboards.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing at it earlier. Yep, clearly invented it. Hobby didn't even exist before him.
What were even keyboards before Teha?
Nathan's awesome, but like, I was getting into keyboards before I knew who Nathan Kim was, so like he existed and was actually starting to stream before that, but as I was getting into keyboards, I discovered him, so it wasn't like he invented the whole fucking hobby.
DV says, I do YouTube, and whenever I do a vlog, I literally get the stop copying Casey train. It's pretty annoying. Yeah.
Right, because the only dude who's ever vlogged is Casey Neistat. Don't get me wrong, he's awesome. I love his vlogs, just like I love watching Teya. Like, Nathan's an awesome dude, and he makes great content.
Really nice,
and he's a cool creator.
He is. He absolutely is. But he has his own style, as does every other keyboard streamer, and I think it's important to like understand that there are some similar elements, but everybody is trying to do their own thing, and I don't think anybody's trying to like copy somebody.
I mean, and honestly, even if you are, great. Who cares?
You know, greatest form of flattery and all that.
Yeah. You should be proud if someone's trying to copy you in that way.
It means you're doing something right.
I'll tell you what.
Chalkslayer says
If people
only
start
recently
using
found out him and
microscopes,
Tay keywords aren't the same person.
that's funny. That's actually funny. Yeah, so like, let's say some other streamers start using microscopes now, right? Not gonna be mad. Not gonna think they're ripping me off.
Does
Not
everyone
gonna
have to go
trash
in
talk
and
them for it.
sing- And sing Microvision every time it comes on every screen, every stream.
Microvision. Yeah, so of course you will. No, I mean, my point is like, how do you get mad at people? Even if they were.
They'll have to name it Micro though. Absolutely. Marvin Mad says, you're copying Mike's sigh that does microscopic looks at food.
There you go. I didn't even know that was a thing, but sure. Guess I must be copying that dude.
We should do a Microvision theme song that should just play every time you open it.
Microvision.
And Whitewash, that's a really good point. Also take into consideration that some streamers are just streaming for fun or part-time. Like this stream is part-time. You're not a full-time keyboard streamer.
Absolutely.
Like, this,
Nor am
you
I
have a
trying
day
to be.
job. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess if everything just took off organically on its own without me putting in a ton more effort than I already am, sure. But that's not really the way that the world works. Like the people who are doing this full-time are putting in more effort than I am.
Le Theory, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you so much. Still way too chill. I could never picture him getting mad at someone. Solji Osu, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not so chill that I never get angry at anyone though.
Bro,
I'm not gonna get mad at people over
Stop
keyboards.
breathing, bro.
Like,
copying me. You're breathing, man.
Yeah. Not allowed to breathe
Whitewash.
without paying royalties.
Whitewash, thank you for the follow. DV says we should start doing extreme close-up during stream. Wayne's World intros. Yes, I'm on board with this. Key World, excellent.
Wow. See what you guys have done to my mod? Do you see what you've done? Do you see?
Morvin Mad asks, can I write your Microvision jingle? If you want to write us a Microvision jingle,
Morvin,
go for
please,
it.
please.
That would be fabulous.
That sounds awesome, and yes. I would be honored.
Life says, keeps community as one, nothing to compare. Each individual has different interactions on live stream. You're right.
Yeah, like we kind of started doing this. I mean, I'm sure someone else has done this, but we started doing the like moderator in the voice chat, right? You know why? Because there was a reason for us that it just made sense from a workflow standpoint.
Mm-hmm. Shanja, thank you for the follow.
Thank you so much. Thanks for that follow. Shanjith? Yeah, so I mean, like, are we the only ones? I have no idea. Probably not.
No, I'm sure there's another person out there who has their mod read the chat.
I know there
don't
are
think
times
that's-
where other people are visitors on a...
Oh, for sure.
I have absolutely seen that a fair bit. Like, even the other day when I was watching Alex on the charity stream, like, Alex had someone on there via voice. Was it his mod? I don't know who it was that was on there.
I know, I think Apiary did that for somebody the other day, too. Iowa 501 says, no one with a sexy voice mod, though.
Aww.
Aw.
They like you. They really like you.
Soji Ostu says, not gonna lie, I thought the mod and voice thing was weird at first, but now I can't imagine this channel without it. Aw, thank you.
It is
Thank you,
weird.
thank you.
It's definitely not the common, but like, I think we thought it was gonna work, so we tried it, and it does. But I guess my point is we all kind of find our own way. streamers, I mean, and
Oh, of course.
just
And
creators of
everybody
all
does their-
kinds.
Yeah, everybody gets creative and does their thing over time. So our thought says, yeah, you guys are great. Happy I stumbled upon y'all. Well, I thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate that. Really.
Chonk says, yeah, it's something unique about the channel. Thank you. Guys, I'm really glad you enjoy me reading, me as a mod being in chat, reading as well as kind of trying to respond via text.
I definitely do. I think it was a good choice.
Whitewash says, first time watcher, I haven't seen anyone do a mod in voice chat, but it's really well executed. Thank you. It's like you guys are hacking. You can have insane chat interactions without stopping what he's doing.
Yar. That's kind of the point.
Doc2 says, so far only one person was mad about it.
Yeah.
Iowa 501, thank you for the follow.
That's true, Doc. That was today.
59 says, the female voice is great. Makes the channel more interesting.
Aw.
Bouncy, welcome back, friend.
Yeah, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, and really that's kind of the reason we decided to do this, is so he could keep up with chat and still do the thing that he was trying to do.
Yeah. That was definitely
and
the
not get distracted. DV Chan, thank you for the sub.
Thanks, TV Chan. Appreciate that. And anybody else who is not already following or subbed, you guys should consider going, to wherever that button is, smashing it. Keep in touch. At least hit the follow and the notification so you can see when we go live sometimes. Because, Twitch doesn't always seem to work with the notifications for some reason.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
I don't know why.
I have no idea what's up with Twitch.
Anyway, all right. I think we've got enough down here to start. And customer, okay. I don't know if you're watching the Twitch or not, but I don't think we ever talked about layout. Do you want stepped caps or not? I mean, I always do stepped caps, and I do put in my quote docs. If you don't tell me a layout, I will do standard ANSI as much as possible with stepped
Razzie
caps.
Boy, welcome. So there was a question that was posted a little while ago in Discord, and I want to read it.
What's up, Razzie Boy?
This is from Feeble Minded, and it's about Zycos. It says, are there any challenges I should be looking for specifically while making the switch?
I'm sorry.
It seems
I just
that
read
the issue
another
is
comment.
putting the switches on a plate can damage the Zycos.
Yes, it's not the putting them on the plate. It's really, so with a Zyco. Okay, I'll briefly discuss why this is the case. So I'm not going to pull this Gatoron switch apart, right? This is a Zeal, but they're made by Gatoron. So if you pull the top housing off, the leaves, there's nothing to push down and hold the leaves in place. So if you push on the pins, the leaf can push up. On a Gatoron housing, when you take the top housing and you push it back down, there's a little piece of plastic molded in that will push back down on that leaf and snap it back into place as the top housing goes on, preventing anything from crushing that leaf from touching it in the wrong spot, which will crush it. So yeah, I talk about it.
That would be a bad.
I talk about it on the Rukia VOD, but the Panda top doesn't have those little plastic inserts because that's not the way mechanically the Panda switch works, right? So because it doesn't have that problem. So once you've assembled the Zyco, if these pins aren't down all the way and you depress here, you can crush the tactile leaf. So what you want to do is you want to, when you pull the switches apart, make sure that these leaves are all the way down. Now you can use a pair of pliers and pull gently on them to make sure that they are all the way down from this side, or on the top you can seat them by just putting a little pressure on them to make sure they're down and then putting the switch together. But when you go to put the switch in the plate, these pins need to be straight. They need to be like perfectly straight so that when the switch snaps down into the plate, the pins go through the PCB holes. They don't touch the hole at an angle and apply pressure and then make the pin ride up into the switch housing, right? You also don't want to touch the pins once they're in and they're seated correctly, because again, you don't want to apply pressure on it and move it out of the way and then make it so that when you actuate the switch, it'll bend the pin. So once they're soldered in, there's no chance of that happening, right? Because they're fixed to the PCB. But up until that point, Zycos are pretty fragile, and that's actually one of the reasons that they're a pain. So yeah, I wish I could give you a better answer. The slightly better answer is that Zeal switch bottom housings, those leaves are less likely to move if they've been soldered and desoldered, because there's a little bit of solder that then coats the pin and makes it harder to go through that hole. Doesn't make it impossible, but it does make it much less likely. You can pull them with tweezers, Raykuza.
Do you need to film
and I would recommend
them?
doing it.
Do you need to film Zycos? I don't think there's enough room in there to film them.
I've never filmed a Zyco, but it would be very hard. The Panda top actually has a fairly difficult time going over that bottom Zeal housing. It fits very tight. I would actually argue that films would probably make it even more impossible to build a keyboard out of it. I would recommend against, personally. I'm building a KBD67 Raise Boy.
Boy, I put the link, or put the build in the chat for you. Luna Fairwick, thank you for the follow. X Noble asks, are they even worth the trouble in response to Zycos?
Man, only you can answer that. But yeah, they work for me.
Do you want to do a quick typing demonstration with that? Not a full test, but just a sound check.
If you remind me when we get to typing sounds time, I will pull out Rukia and let you guys hear it. But it sounds pretty spectacular. I see it
behind you, but okay.
Well, but I don't want to move the microphone and turn off the compressor and set up all the sound.
Do all the things. So chat, if you can remind us,
I will pull
that
Rukia
you want
out.
to hear Zycos at the end of this, we will definitely give you a little.
I will make it a reality for you.
We will make that a sound a reality. Bouncy asks, so what boards are on the horizon for you? What are you looking forward to? Chat, that's a really good question. Well, both what for you, what you're building, or what chat is looking forward to. I think let's open that up to everybody. What are you guys looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward to that HHK plus B. I'm not gonna go too much more in depth on that. I'll let you do that if you feel the need. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, buddy. I'm looking forward to receiving Crown. I'm looking forward to receiving Kepler, and actually a customer is going to be sending me a Kepler prototype. And I'm actually going to build someone else's prototype Kepler before I receive and build my own Kepler.
Hey, Goddess Jana.
Which I have to admit is kind of going to make me a little teary-eyed. Not teary-eyed, but sad. I am looking forward to Tiny TKL1 for sure. I'm looking forward to receiving my HBCP that's purple polycarbonate as well.
Disciple or discipline? There's a 65. Doc says I'm looking forward to getting the HMKB. Minterly, what did Minterly do? Minterly built something. Minterly built a personal board with Zycos yesterday. Awesome.
Did she?
Did she already do her charity stream?
Yes, yesterday.
I don't mind.
I watched it.
Darn it. I didn't
watch the whole thing. I have to admit, it was really good. I watched part of hers and part of Alex doing it, and it was good, and I really appreciate them doing it. But at a certain point when Alex was doing it, I was like, all right, I got to dip out. I can't watch more of this, because he was reading stuff from other people, and it was really hard stuff, really hard.
It's understandable.
Hard
And
times for
sometimes
people.
mental health issues can be really, really hard to deal with, but I'm glad they did that stream, and I'll probably go back and watch it. Laguber, hi friend.
I don't mean it in a bad way at all. I just mean like, I felt kind of bad that I had to dip out at a certain point later in Alex's, because I was just like, man, some of these stories are like really getting to me, you know? Like,
sure.
I need to think happy thoughts for a little bit.
Right.
For my own
that
sake.
One of those things is like, it's okay for you to set a limit on some things that are like hard for you. Like,
no. I just mean like, if I were doing that stream, it would be rough.
Sometimes, but that, I'm sure
they
that
were
would be
doing
hard
okay.
stream.
Like, because it was hard enough just for me to watch some of it. I was like, wow, some of these stories, man, they're making me like really feel for some of these people. I don't know if I have that much mental energy to give right now, and I did not. So I stopped watching. But honestly, I'm really happy that they did what they did. Like, I'm proud of them for doing that for our community, for themselves, maybe.
I think it was very, very brave.
Hopefully there was some, like, because I know they've both, you know, had their own struggles, and I hope that they got something beneficial out of it too. I hope that it wasn't just, what I mean is, I hope it just wasn't like a huge taxing situation for them. But I do think they did a really good job. What I watched of it. I tried to watch as much of it as I could. But they killed it. Ooh, 65%. I have to admit, out of those two options, Mighty Owl Plus, sorry, 65%. I like 65% more than 60. Best part of the charity stream was watching my marbles on Alex's stream fall off at the beginning. Bleeder you, wah wah. Sorry, man, that sucks. That's hard. No, they did great stuff though, honestly. Wish I could, wish I had that much fortitude to handle that the way they did.
Signeri, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you so much. And Luna Fairwick, I don't know if we caught you, but thank you so much for that follow.
I got that one.
Oh, you did? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it a lot. Haha, again. You do you. Oh, yeah. I think 60% are fine. I mean, like, look, here's a 60. Not hating on them. And always do you. Definitely don't let other people tell you what the right move is. Like, you always do the thing that's best for you. I personally love them 65%. I know that our awesome Siri mod.
What? Awesome Siri mod, where?
What? You? Yeah. No, loves full-size keyboards.
I do.
That's okay. I like full-size too. Definitely not hating on the full-size.
Sharp Alex says, I like your pride shirt. Yes, Empire Pride.
Empire. All right, let's look at what we got here.
Or compact full size.
No, what I didn't check is if this has the via Stuff and silent.
Did you win the raffle for the Heine TKL? And Askez says, what's your daily driver? Vogon PT, thank you for the 100 bits.
Vogon PT, what's
hi.
up, my man? How you doing? I did not win the raffle, but I will have a Heine
Raffle
TKL one.
copter.
That's all I'm saying about that.
Razy Boy says,
I'm getting an
Annie
Annie Pro 2.
RIP.
Rip me.
Or rip.
Why rip you?
Oh,
Annie Pro 2. There's nothing wrong with it.
nothing wrong with it. Question for me. Question is also for you. As mentioned, you like full size and compact full.
Wait, what? Compact full size? Yeah. Oh, it was to you. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Altherix? I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm murdering that pronunciation, but thank you for the follow. Asked about daily drivers for both of you. Well, my daily driver is a not great keyboard right now, but I will be getting a really awesome one that IME or you built for me very, very soon.
Yeah, and it'll be actually an OEM that's rebuilt with better switches and better things.
And then eventually I will be getting my Austin R2 built by him as well.
Southpaw TKL or 65.
What is your daily driver, Josh?
I mean, so on this workstation where I need more space and less functionality, I use this Baka 60. On this one rotates every now and then though. And then on my primary desk, using an HBCP prototype. And that's actually been there pretty consistently since, well, a little more than a year ago. Well, no, about a year ago. July, right? I think July of last year is when I got and built that. And then just before Seattle. And then
Amazing poop. Welcome.
What's up, man? How you doing? I'm happy you've had an amazing poop though.
Freebird G, thank you for the follow. And there's a question. Should you do a Band-Aid mod on all keyboards, or when would you do this?
Don't do Band-Aid mod. Pretty much. I recommend against it at this point.
Would you say that they are
If you want
necessary at all?
Ultra silenced, it might help you a little bit. But even then, I don't know. I would not.
So Chunk Slayer says, I need to get a proper keycap set for my Discipline 65. Any nice but not $200 sets you'd recommend?
For Discipline 65?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of keycap profiles do you like? This is the driver, right? Because if you like cherry profile, then go with EPBT if you're trying to get something inexpensive. I even like their new ABS stuff kind of a lot. I think they're great. The legends look good. Everything is good about it.
You want to try SA.
Oh, you want to try SA. Max Key. I don't really love their keycaps. The quality is not as good as Signature Plastics SA, but for the price that you're talking about, that's all you're gonna find, and they're not terrible.
Firefly asks, what mid-price tactile would you suggest? Before you answer, Je déteste la police, thank you for the follow.
I am so happy that you said that.
You're
and not
welcome.
me, because I don't want to butcher French, and I feel like I would have butchered that. Oh, maybe not. That's not too bad. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry. What mid-price tactile?
There's mid-price tactile, and then there's also a question on what are the drawbacks of doing a Band-Aid mod.
Well,
but
so
go ahead and go through
let's
those
go
two, and
through
then I'll
the
get some of the rest.
mid-price tactile. So mid-price tactile, does Zelio count as a mid-price tactile, or Holy Panda? If we're talking about Zycos as a high end, or Alps switches like Alps browns or oranges as a high end, well, I guess oranges would be mid, browns would be high, then I would go Tealios. If you want something less expensive than Zelio or Holy Panda, well, I don't think there's a lot worth talking about, to be frank. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that.
So there's another question. What do you think would be a good for a mod for an Annie Pro
T1s.
2?
Oreos, yeah, koalas. Okay, I'll go with that, I guess. But I kind of honestly look at those as though they're in the lower priced. At this point, the like super high end stuff, unless we're creating a new category, ultra premium tactiles.
Ultra super premium. So did you cover what are the drawbacks of doing the Band-Aid mob? Sorry, I was trying to read some of the chat.
T1s are actually pretty good.
Okay, so
T1s koalas.
No, okay. Thank you guys for the compliment on the French accent. Je suis américaine. No, I am absolutely not French Canadian. I grew up. My mom spoke French in college, or went to college, and it was in France when she was younger, and she kind of tried to pass some of that on to me, and I'm okay with some pronunciation. That's about it.
Okay, so what was the one after that? Was Band-Aid mods? When are they viable?
I think it was Band-Aid mods, or what is a drawback of doing a Band-Aid mod, and then what would be a good mod for an Annie Pro 2 or Annie Pro 2?
Okay, so if too much lube gets on the Band-Aid itself, the stabilizers can kind of stick a little bit at the bottom. Also, technically, the Band-Aid could become dislodged and come up into the insert cavity, which would effectively make your stabilizers work like garbage. They just wouldn't work well. As for what mods you can do to an Annie Pro 2, I mean, the same things you do to everything else, right? Lube your switches, and then the number one, lube your stabilizers. That's going to be the most noticeable thing you can do. If it's loud or whatever, then maybe put a little case foam in there. That's all I got.
Arthot, thank you so much for posting pictures in the Discord. Those are some beautiful keyboards you've got there.
I've yet to look at them, but thank you, and I will after this. Continue? I feel like there was more.
From me, no. That was all for that.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking to see. Je Deteste asks, should I do tactile switches on a gasket board?
I mean, there's no reason not to. Like, my J01 has Tealios in it, and it still sounds and feels great. Though, I'm going to send it to Stash for him to do a rebuild on it, and I'm going to have him do my, have him put, I haven't 100% decided, probably alpacas.
There was a question on where the best place to find alpacas is, and the answer
Prime Keyboards
was Mac Market, but Prime Keyboards is restocking soon. Hi, Teal Rice.
What up, Teal Rice? How you doing? Jax Ecstatic. Thank you so much for that sub for 11 months, my man. How you doing?
Good to see you.
How you doing, buddy? Hopefully you're doing really well, man. Whitewash, same. I want to try them. I really like
Alive
T1s.
is certainly good.
I'm happy to hear that you're alive, man. Hopefully you're thriving some. Hopefully you and the fam are staying happy and healthy, man.
Razzie Boy, so Josh this is a customer board. About, I would say probably 95% of the builds that Josh does is
About 90%.
for himself. 90%, 95. I'd say 95, but I mean it's you're better at math than I am. But most of the builds that he does are not for himself; they're for customers.
That's true. The majority are. I actually think it's about 90%. 90%. 1 in 10 of the ones that I build on here are like my boards.
I feel like it's less than that because you do a lot of boards for other people, but
I mean, that it may be heading in that direction because we doubled the streams per week
yes.
back in January. But I did the math maybe like a month and a half ago. The number of boards I have versus the number of board streams I've done.
Svibert G says, do you film all your builds or is there a reason to not film sometimes?
So there are reasons not to film certain builds. So if I'm doing something that's like a prototype that no one wants seen, then I won't release film for that board. Usually I film no matter what with the camera, even if I'm not streaming it or going to release it to the public, just so if it's a customer board, at least, even if it's like a prototype for somebody or whatever, just so that if I want to show them on a private video release, I can, like, just so they can see some nuance or something. But that's about it. I mean, yeah, generally speaking, I film it otherwise, and I stream it. If a customer doesn't
Omar,
want me to.
I think we're talking about streaming the build, not filming a switch or filming a board.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Oh, he actually meant switches, putting film in the switches. Okay.
Yeah, I think there are plenty of switches that don't benefit at all from filming and kind of just become more of a pain in the ass to install. So in those cases, I would recommend against doing it.
Sorry, that was a me oops, but
like, I generally don't believe Tealios benefit a ton, or most Gatoron housing switches, from filming. So for the most part, we don't do it. In this case, it's what the customer wanted, so we're doing it.
Razzie says, so how would an individual go on buying a keyboard from you? Well, you're not selling
I
them
sell
necessarily.
services.
People will send him the parts to assemble the keyboard, and they're paying for the service. So if you are interested in having a board built that you have or have an idea, I can certainly put up the Reddit post for a build request if that's something you're looking for.
Yeah, so the other thing is I will help people like who are brand new, who don't really know what they want or whatever, help them find things that are within their budget and that have the type of switches they want and whatever, within the confines of that possibility. I.e., if you're like, I want a board and I want to pay under $300 and I want lubed Tealios and I want, you know what I mean? Like, and I want it to be an all aluminum case with a brass weight and a brass plate. It's like, well, that doesn't exist. So sorry. But I do help people with that. I mean, figure that stuff out. Okay.
How does filming affect the switch?
So it loosens the tolerance between the top and bottom housing, which kind of squeezes everything up tighter. My backspace isn't working. I'm guessing it's not soldered, and it isn't. So effectively, oh, I didn't even show you guys that. Sorry. I'll get back to it.
Penguin says I'm gonna have people battle royale style to take my Aeron. Nice. I have an Aeron and I'm getting a Mira stool pretty soon. Really excited.
Mira 2 stool.
Mira 2.
So
yes.
I didn't show you guys this. So let me do it over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Cool. Cool. Sweet. So that all works. Man, we're almost done with this board build. Crazy. Telling you, sell it. That's where I got my $800 embody. What are we talking about?
The Mira, the chairs there, and then
yeah, I bought my Mira used.
Very nice ones.
I bought my Mira used, and then it was damaged, so I had to like order parts and replace them. And I knew it was damaged, but I got a really good deal on it because it was damaged. Yeah, no 6-hour stream, right? We're only at 2 hours 40 minutes. Like, this is gonna be a fast one.
No split backspace. No.
Who splits backspace? I'm joking.
Some people do.
Plenty of people do.
That's a thing. That is a choice to make.
And if customers want split backspace, they need to definitely tell me that's what they want. What?
No, Penguin's just like, in quotes, that is a choice.
It is a choice. It is a choice you can make. Okay, so hopefully there's added screws that came with this.
Bouncy, you Americans with your Herman Miller chairs.
Oh no, Bouncy.
Man.
You hating on Herman Millers?
This chair has actually saved my back because I also work from home, so I'm sitting a lot because my job is very on the computer. So it's been great. Well, between the chair and seeing a massage therapist every couple of weeks to like fix my stuff, yeah, so that's a thing. Steel case chairs are good too. I've never tried one of those.
Whose chairs?
Steel case.
I don't actually know who those are. Yeah.
Can we have links? Please.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a question. Razzie Boy says, would you say it's worth it to open my Annie Pro 2 to lube the switches and stabilizers because I would need to desolder it and I'm a complete noob in this? Josh, you take that one.
Yeah, so desoldering is relatively difficult. If you've never soldered before, I would not recommend starting desoldering your entire keyboard as like your first foray into it. You may find that you break some things, unfortunately. So my recommendation to you would be to seek out services. Somebody with some proper equipment. Doesn't have to be me. Anyone, literally anyone in the industry who does this thing. Don't get me wrong, I like selling my own services, but at the same time, not saying I have to be the one. You should probably seek out help with the desolder part if you literally have no experience with it. I think that lubing switches is totally worth, but lubing stabilizers is absolutely the more worth part. And it's also the part that doesn't technically require you to take apart your keyboard all the way.
Welcome.
You can attempt to lube it well from just the top. And I'll kind of, once I get this screw and the next one in, show you what I mean. But
so there are a bunch of comments about spending a lot of money on an office chair. Okay. And here's my response to that. I would rather spend $1,000 on a really nice chair and not get back and hip and leg problems than spend tens of thousands of dollars on hip surgery or knee surgery.
That may not be actually as effective as you want it to be anyway.
Exactly.
So I generally feel like,
especially considering our healthcare system is hot garbage, it's worth it to me to spend the money on a good ergonomic office setup.
So you can add lube to a stabilizer set from the top simply by taking lube on a brush and literally brushing lube into the gaps here, brushing lube onto the side of the stabilizer insert on both sides, plunging it down, wiping it off on the inside of the insert, and trying to get the same consistency. You know 100% that you haven't over lubed the slider if the slider comes up and then slowly falls down under its own weight. like this one does a little bit. We're getting into the realm of fairly heavy lube on these, not like to where they don't actuate, but to where they don't fall down on their own. But that's okay. You can kind of add more whenever you want. Removing is a little harder, but you can even do that.
DV says, yeah, I sit in my secret lab all day and have zero back issues.
The Annie Pro 2
I want
may
a secret lab.
come pre-lubed, but it probably won't be lubed very well. Like, you will still get rattle on the stabs. What did he say about in the secret lab? Where am I missing?
They've got a good chair now in their secret lab and no back pain.
Fair.
No back issues.
Fair.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Racing Draft, go to Canada for healthcare. I mean, I could, but the borders are closed right now. I might be enticed to stay.
Penguin droppings, why did you just say plugging the butts? I missed something going on here when I'm spending a little on both.
She had it was something to say about like chairs and making sure, butts aren't being hurt.
Yeah, hardest part about desolder is when the desolder is unsuccessful, then you have to add solder and solder it back up. Yeah, so the hardest part about desoldering for somebody who's brand new and who has never soldered or desoldered is not burning up the PCB with their, crazy hot piece of metal.
Plug butting, it's a thing, which in reverse is also a thing, but funny.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes better sense now. I was like, wait, what? Where did we just go?
Danibus says, I'm in the market for a new office chair. I'm in college right now, so I don't have a lot of, so I do a lot of sitting. Any recommendations?
Used. Yeah.
Look for something that's a Herman Miller that's used.
Yeah. eBay, Craigslist.
eBay, Craigslist. There are a lot of reseller sites. Be careful what you're buying. Really look at the descriptions and look at what they're saying, because there are a lot of refurbishment sites. So you may get something good and you may get something kind of crappy.
So Herman Miller chairs. This is an important thing to note with Herman Miller chairs. The parts are controlled. So you have to have information about your chair, which I found out when I had to repair this chair. So if there is damage to one, you want to find a way to verify that that chair isn't stolen or it's actually registered to somebody, because you're going to need information about it that only a rightful owner can probably give you.
Plugging the butts is a mentally thing. Mentally put the lube in the backside stab hole. Got it. That makes sense now.
Yeah. No, it made better sense when you started talking about it. I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Teal Rice says, look for used Leap V2 Aeron, avoid Madison seating. Make sure the casters for the chair are made for the flooring you have as well, hardwood or carpet.
Yeah, agreed.
That's also very good advice. Used chair market near me is non-existent. Found one site, would have cost $7,000 with shipping. Holy cow. That's like
some more expensive
two
than
high-end keyboards worth of chair.
Oh, I see what you did there, TSC. Such a troll.
What?
2 high-end keyboards.
Well, okay, 2 plus shipping. There you go. Plus insurance.
Wow. Okay.
Bouncy said, we can't comment further, but Byam posted this picture a while ago. Oh my, okay. Feeble Minded says, one slight benefit of Corona is office buildings are closing, so they're probably going to sell the chairs. Yes, so there may be a flood of good quality used office chairs soon, TM.
Yeah, because they're not going to give them to their employees. You go buy that yourself, sucker.
Sure, and I think one of the parts of having a lot more people teleworking is that there just are office spaces shutting down, so they're going to try to cut their losses by selling their stuff. Okay, also, so Firefly says you can get rollerblade rollers for desk chairs on Amazon and they're super smooth. Yes. So here's another thing about office chairs sitting. It's still going to screw up your hips and pelvis no matter what you do if you're doing it for long periods of time. So you still need to get up and move every 45 minutes, 15 minutes. Move your feet, move your legs.
So basically don't do what I'm doing here.
Right. Don't sit here for hours at a time. The other thing, get a footrest, check your posture. This is turning into an ergonomic stream apparently. But one thing I do, because I do sit a lot, I just do. Like, I do graphic design, I do e-learning development for my job, I do voiceovers.
Get up and stretch.
Get up and stretch. Learn a little bit of stretching routine, especially for your legs and your hips. Stretch your hamstrings, do some yoga. It's good for you.
Man.
It's good to stay flexible,
All that
especially
advice.
as you get older. Maintaining flexibility will help you a lot. That has been a PSA from TSC
PSA. Thank you so much.
on ergonomics and health. Yay.
So this keyboard did not come with all of the other screws that go in this part of the case. That's kind of a bummer.
Sit-stand desks are amazing too. I have one from IKEA and I love it, but there are a ton of other options out there that are just as good and or better. Getting adjustable arms for your chair as well, that's helpful. Make sure you're not leaning to one side or the other because that's going to put a lot of pressure on your pelvis and hips. So not great.
Adjustable arms?
Yes, adjustable arms.
All right.
What's this?
So
Don
there are
Corleone,
extra
thank
screws,
you.
but not these screws. So I guess we're just not clamping the middle, which is fine.
Clack Addict, thank you for the follow.
Can we see the face to the femme voice? Sorry. She's not on video.
No, I'm not on video. At some point, I may not be so shy and decide to make a guest appearance on video,
Oh,
but
guest
today is not
appearance.
that day. Wilo, thank you for the follow.
These are Tealios. Tealios.
Spybert says, while we're on the ergo subject, what are the necessity for keyboard armrests?
They're just fun to play with.
I mean, from an ergonomic standpoint.
No, I mean, they
they're
help
so-
you get your arms into a comfortable positions.
Right. But you're not supposed to be like resting your elbows on there. You should be resting your forearms if you're using them.
That's
Or
what
if you're using it that way.
That's what's resting on here.
P Vitachi, thank you for the follow.
Anyway. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw some keycaps on here, but I need
What
some help.
switches are these?
These
We
are
had a question.
Tealios. Do you guys think I should try those new Susu Watari keycaps that I just got?
I mean, show us.
Because
Show-
I like
show.
giving you guys options, but I just got Susu Watari and I kind of want to put them on here because, well, I like Susu Watari. Okay, just everybody's saying yes, so that's what we're gonna do. Thanks, guys.
Gonna go lurk while I meal prep. Awesome, whitewash.
So for what it's worth, we did test the
Also, what are you
stabilizers
making?
with GMK caps, which I think is always a good idea.
Blader says, are there any differences between Tealios and the turquoise Tealios, or just different colored housings?
Isn't there a spring weight difference? I'm trying to remember. I know there's a color difference, obviously. I think it's a
Bouncy
spring weight
says
difference, right?
TSC is so smoking hot it would violate Twitch TOS if she were on video.
Penguin droppings. Does it matter which of these PCBs I go for? Or KBD8X or H87A? For what board? Penguin droppings? Because yes, it does. They're two totally different compatibility sets. Completely different, in fact.
So are we
it's a
absolutely
custom
positively going to use
acrylic
these?
board.
No poll.
Yeah, we're just gonna use them.
It seems like people are very down for using this.
Yeah, I mean, it's Susu Watari, man. I totally want to try it. I'm happy that you guys agree.
Normal Tealios are 67 gram. The turquoise are 63.5.
63. Yeah, okay. I was pretty sure there was a weight difference, like that they were lighter. I'm glad that you were able to confirm that, and that I wasn't just sounding like a complete fool. Try not to sound like a complete fool. It's a custom acrylic board. So if it's a custom acrylic board and you have the option to choose either one, I would choose the H87A, mostly because There are a lot of different PCBs in that format. The H87A is still available and around and is just generally good. Supported in VIA, will be around for a while because so many things use it. I really don't like this keycap tray. Oh, by the way, Originative, is that who has it? I'm pretty sure it is. Has JTK polycarb max trays, so the big ones. And if you want,
there's lube on the keycaps.
There's no lube on the on the bottom side.
Somebody was saying you wipe your fingers across the keys to test if they worked and did not wash your hands after that.
Nah. There's not enough lube on here to matter. Plus, I'm not selling it. I blew you a rose, buddy.
Oh dear.
A rose, buddy.
There's only one man that would dare give this stream a raspberry.
Lone Star.
Doc says can't go wrong with Heine. Turquoise, you can choose 63.5 or 65. You can choose from a drop-down menu when you order.
Well, okay. There you go. There you go.
Well, there you are then.
I would just not order. Jeez. Tear talks, man. Firing shots all the time. I mean, tear talks, that's okay. You don't have to. Also, these are my keycaps. So, you know, there's that. I could bathe them in lube if I want.
I mean, probably not recommended.
Yeah, I'm not going to. But, you know, I could.
That is a very interesting key.
Yeah, that's okay. Tear Talks has been, you know, just trying to troll, I think, the whole day.
Yeah.
That's okay, though. Success, sir. So, I'm kind of liking this. I don't know. Like, I had MT3, so I had /dev/TTY. I didn't get in on Cerakote MT3, but I'm kind of liking these. I know there was a ton of issues when they went to manufacture them, though. Continuously. Don't worry, though. They were only a year late in delivery.
Razzie Play asks, where did you get your cable? Was that from Zap or was that from someone else?
This cable right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this USB-C cable came from, actually, I think it's like a carbon one that was run through Drop. I don't know. So I have a Zap cable with a bunch of different ends, and I really, really do like it. Zap's cables are amazing, and he's kind of who I would recommend, but it's pretty hard to get stuff consistently from him, especially if what you want is like Limo or something. I really like Cruise Control, and I've been meaning to like hit him up to get some cables. Like, I really want to get some of his cables, and I need to hit him up. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be making some cables on our stream.
MT3 profile.
Yeah, these are MT3. This is Susu Watari, which is MT3. Boy. Oh no. I lost the keycap. I didn't lose it.
Oh no.
But it's down there. Come back here.
Feeble Minded asks, I just found a mirror 2 for $475 on Craigslist. Is that worth it?
I mean, it depends on what options it has, but probably.
Mighty L Plus, what does MT3 mean? That's
it's literally the sculpt of the keycap.
Yeah, thank you. It says lumbar support and adjustable arms.
Oh, then yeah,
I
probably.
would look at the pictures, and if there are not enough pictures of it, I would message the person selling it and ask for more.
Yeah, I agree with that too, but
And then maybe see if you can go and test it prior to purchasing.
Sounds promising. And is it in a color you like, etc., etc.? I mean, there's a bunch of different possibilities there, right? But if it is, then I would say it's not a terrible price. Your dogs need to chill. You know, man, whatever. Like, maybe he's just having a shitty day and wants to
Mitsune Hiku, thank you for the
come
follow.
in here, try and troll a little. I tolerate it up to a point. To a point. I cannot ever remember on 65 what the default this row or this column is supposed to be. Home and so there should be home in this profile set, which this one is not, so home and end should actually be where is home and end? Sorry, boys and girls, I'm taking my time.
Thank you for the follow.
And then this is page up, page down. Home end, page up, page down. So that's not right. Oh, there it is. I was like, where'd it go? I know it's around here somewhere.
Spybird says, if you're into GMK, you need to get into group buys that they're announced in Geek Hack forums. Agreed. There was another one. Oh, there was one I missed.
There was one. What that you missed?
There was somebody that mentioned a GB that was up.
For a keycap set or a keyboard?
I'm just trying to find it again.
Keycap Wonder or Mech Group Buys, probably the place to find them.
Oh, I think it was posted. I think it was IC posted on Geek Hack, but maybe it was something else.
Oh, GMK Deku.
Razzieway, thank you for the follow. Azeo, thank you for the follow, and I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing.
Je déteste la police said MT3 is basically SA, right? That is not correct. It's similar, but it's actually more aggressive of a sculpt all around. It's like scooped SA kind of with a slightly sharper front face on most positions. That's my take on it, at least. Boom. Escape. We're gonna use red return like a boss. And then 1.75U shift. Sorry. Best looking GMK bread, best looking set. Change your mind. Have you seen Evil Dolch? Why did I put that upside down? Have you seen GMK Cafe? Oof. Oof.
All right, sorry guys, I was just catching up on a couple of things. Art Thought says, have you tried Cat Sculpt and how does it compare to MT3?
It's less aggressive. Cat is less aggressive. I think it's better personally, but that's, you know.
Peace Perfect, thank you for the follow.
Where is, oh, there it is. What up, man? Damn, this looks sick. It does kind of. I like cat. Cat's nice. Do we have two? Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the mod colored?
Did anybody else get on,
Pipe
or
key.
did anybody get in on Cat Oasis? Because that is one cat set that I think is absolutely gorgeous.
Does look pretty nice, I will say.
Jessup says, would be nice if keycaps had markings underneath to tell which row they belong on. Last year, when I didn't understand rows, I emptied a whole set of heavy industry into a jar and really battled when I realized the keycaps belong on different rows, especially as the heavy industry set has many similar looking keys, but for different rows.
That's fair. I agree with you for what it's worth.
And Judita says a lot of keycaps have markings on the bottom row.
Yes, but this is not one of them, I believe.
And Cat, yes, Cat Oasis is super cute. I like the, I really like the novelties in that set. And the desk mat was really nice. Or the desk mat options.
For Cat Oasis,
Yes.
it was.
Let me see if I can find it again really quick.
It may be one of the sets that I regret not getting on this year. Did you get in on that, TSC? I know you were looking at it.
I think I got, this is how bad it is when you forget what you get in on. But I think I got the desk mat.
Oh, okay.
For that one.
Hold on one sec.
Like the beige color with the flower type print. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. I can't words right now. With the little flower thing on it. Yep, that. Sorry, this is what happens when I try to do 10 things at once. I fail at all of them.
Yeah, it's okay. That happens to all of us. All right, I'm gonna move this up and out of the way.
IR can talk.
Hi, Arcan. I think this looks beautiful. Look at this. Oh, that page down is the wrong row profile.
Fiber says, always get novelties and mats when you buy sets. You already down a lot of money. Empty the bank account on it. That's fair.
All right.
Have you tried Pinocchio switches?
I have not. I have not indeed. All right,
Look
so
at that beautiful board footage.
I know, it's
there.
pretty good. So, do you like this set, TSC? Tell me a little bit about that. What do you think about it?
I do. I like how that looks. I think that's very interesting. I haven't typed on it yet, so I wouldn't know, but I think it looks cool. I also like the font on the legends. I think that looks really nice. Penguin says this set reminds me of Lenovo Boomer laptops for some reason. Yes. With the little toggly knob thing. That's a really technical term right there. The touchpad deal. The red button. Yes. Dat sculpt dough. Raykusa says MT3 profile looks nice, but you have to be an accurate typist.
Sorry about that. Yes, I'm here. I was talking and nobody could hear me. It's okay though. All right, I'm gonna fix. Turn this down.
XS Tech, thank you for the follow.
Indeed, sir. Thank you so much. All right, so
later, I call the little red thing in the laptop nipple. That's
the track,
fine.
the track
yeah, that
point.
makes sense.
You meant to say the track point. That's okay though.
Track, yeah.
All right, so here we go, boys and girls. Let's listen to these sounds, right?
The toggle thing.
Yeah, the toggly bit. So
Whoa.
I will say that this spacebar is very resonant. I think that's just how big it is. I think putting a GMK cap would make it less resonant because it's not.
Whoa.
Because it's not rattly.
That is super tinny. Magical sees you. Hi, friend.
Yeah, it's got that same SA kind of like it's cavernous, therefore it bounces and snaps hard. Stock springs,
Are these
Omar
stocks?
Pixel, yes. And there is no foam in it, whitewash.
I mean, if somebody likes that, then
I can add foam like shelf liner to it because I have some of that.
Oh, we were gonna do a Zycos test, also.
Okay. You're right. This is the question that everybody was asking, right? Why Zycos? Are they worth? Sure. We'll do one of those sound checks real quick first. Just so you guys can understand why Zycos might be worth it. So, yeah. So there's that.
Yes, there is a lot of pain, like actual hand pain to make Zycos.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Slash hands.
Jessup, give me 1 second and I will post up the Zycos. Amazing. Are you asking why does the Rukia with the Zycos on it sound different than the KBD67 with the Tealios?
Mostly because they're completely separate switches.
Yeah, they're different switches.
A different board material.
Boards.
Yeah.
Was that on a brass plate?
Different keycaps and different plate material. Yeah, that's a brass plate. Actually, they're both brass plates.
Heiny, thank
Heiny.
you for the sub.
Thank you so much for that,
tier
man.
1.
Thank you so much, dude. So we just listened to what Zycos sounded like on that Rukia, right? And this is what Tealios with MT3 caps, not cherry.
I was going to ask you to demonstrate the HBCP because I love that board, and I will ask you to
Yep. All right, hold on.
demonstrate it
Jesse.
at any point.
I agree. It is a great board, but
Oh, we have a question. Are you a Thock or a Clack guy?
Thock. Yes.
And Penguin
But
says
Thock.
I will most likely make Zycos for the.
Idel.
Is it Adeli?
Oh,
Idel. Okay.
Idel.
Idel board.
No, so much ping on that keyboard. On the... Are you talking about on the Rukia or on this? So there's something to keep in mind, right? We are running completely no compressor right now, no noise gate. You're just hearing everything that's going on in the back. I actually kind of disagree, Tier Talks. So I think what's going on with this spacebar is actually just that it's a really cavernous keycap. Simply because, well, it's MT3.
It's a space bar.
And I could
And MT3.
prove it by putting on a different spacebar. Like this one. Like a GMK spacebar. Is 7U? No, good.
Oh, Penguin, thank you for that link. Adeli. That is how that is pronounced. That is a very shiny.
Can you hold on 1 second?
Yep.
Could also just be the acoustics of the board. Yeah, I'm literally hearing it from the plate right there. Huh. Oh well. Oh well.
Vilgon says, look at that horrible set of GMK. I can take that off your hands.
It's just such a bad set. Yeah, I'll probably play with the spacebar on this a little bit, but I still have a feeling that it's related to the acoustics of the board itself. Might benefit from some
Vacate
foam.
says, I'm building one of these on Tuesday.
Nice. Yeah. It sounds way pingier, though. With this big-ass cavernous spacebar. But we are going to do a typing test anyway. All right. Here we go. Get ready for a slow typing test, boys and girls.
No HPCP for me.
Not right now. Sorry.
Lubed.
Oh,
That is not French.
Lube. It is not.
Oh, we've got...
Nope, don't. Hold on.
Nope.
Ah. All right. I'm going to dig further down with that ping. Yeah, I mean, obviously it needs something else. I think probably it's a combination of needing some foam in there. And maybe... I mean, obviously this one's pingier than the other. It's more resonant. But something else is going on here, because if I listen... There's a little bit of ping on the whole bottom row. Oh, let me...
Sounds like you're typing on a tin can.
But up here...
It's not as pingy. What?
Yeah. Gonna have to play with it a little bit.
Maybe a little bit of foam?
Yeah,
Perhaps?
Vogon, that's kind of where I'm going with it. I think it needs a little foam below it. I think like the actual case is a little pingy. Like
Vacate
the
says spacebar bottom out sounds like
acoustics.
that brass one on YouTube.
Sorry, what? DV Chan, shots fired, man. Spacebar bottom mount sounds like that brass one on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, it could just be a consequence of the case itself.
So someone says if he wants foam, I can pay for it. If you want to, do you want foam in there, customer?
Oh, there's no. So, if he just wants shelf liner, there's no charge for it. I'd literally
No,
just have
he's
that.
saying yes, he does want foam or shelf liner.
Yeah, I'll definitely put that on there. But that's not the actual So there's one other thing, which is there's 2 front screws missing. Like they weren't shipped
So it could be
in here. So it's possible that
some...
partially it's the case rattling against itself, though it feels really tight.
So there's some questions here. Would a spring swap help? And no KB is saying the spacebar on mine is kind of loud too, even with foam. And Vacate's asking, is this a problem with the KBD67V2 in general?
Yeah, I think this is a KBD67V2 thing, not a... So there are these other screws that look like they're the correct thread pitch, but they're stainless and they're...
Gizzy42 shelf liner.
Yeah, I have shelf liner.
Shelf labor, never thought of that, or was it heard of it?
I'll put something in there in a second. I want to see if these screws are long enough to actually fit, though they're not. They don't have the same driver head. These are Phillips.
So Spybert says, try using some screws from the top and move to bottom.
No, there's literally only 4 screws, so they're in the corner.
Gotcha. DV says, what's the difference between using polyfill versus foam?
So mass loaded vinyl, oh man, what's the super bougie? My brain is totally spacing on it. But the really nice foam that people use in cases, it's gonna totally come to me in a minute, probably right when I end the stream, is actually mass loaded vinyl. So it creates quite a bit different of an acoustic signature. Sorbethane, there you go. Thanks, Doc. Yeah, but shelf liner is not quite as good as that. It isn't even designed to do that job. I don't know why I don't have all the screws that came with this, or that should have come with it.
I mean, they weren't in the box, right? Is that what you said?
No, there was only 4 that were holding this case together when we opened it. But that's okay. I'll get some shelf liner. Let's start from there.
See you guys, now you can see into the secret closet behind that door.
Total disaster.
I think at some point you need to do an
office tour.
Office tour. Yeah, a stream room tour. Plus, then we can see the gantry in all of its glory.
The gantry. You guys want to see the gantry closet tour?
Of course.
I mean, the gantry is probably pretty possible to do.
The gantry would be awesome to see. Vacate says, does anyone know if the hot swap version of this board works with VIA?
Yeah, so both should work with VIA, and I tested that this one does work with VIA.
Penguin Dropping says the pleasure dungeon. Keep dungeon, pleasure dungeon.
I mean, keeps are what gives you pleasure, so yeah. Nice, excited to build yours Tuesday. Okay. So we're gonna leave this right here. Yeah, so it has its bottom screws in. So it's totally the case acoustics, because I don't get ping off of the actual board itself. So we're just gonna cut a strip off and then we'll deal with it from there.
Just go bare PCB, screw the case.
Yeah. That's what we'll do. We won't do that.
Vogon PT says, let me show you my pleasure dungeon. She thinks it's some 50 Shades of Grey sexy thing, and then GMK sets after GMK sets.
Yes, Vogon. See, this guy's got the right idea. How to woo women 101 with Vogon PT. Next stream.
Gym leader Nathan, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Pro key tips. Pro cube tips. From I am you are you.
Yeah. How to woo the ladies with GMK. All right.
Keep dating 101. First, show her all of your sets. Or him.
Or him.
No KB, the screws on the brass weight are super loose on mine. Not saying that's the issue, just might want to check it.
On the brass weight? Really?
Penguin says, don't be surprised, it'll be the next meme on /MK. Nice.
Yeah.
Racing Giraffe. So I've been doing it wrong the entire time. No, see, Racing Giraffe, for you, you would want to write Keeb-themed poetry.
Yeah. You stick with the haikus, sir.
Speaking of which, I have one up on the Kalanobes Insta. I have to get more. I'm sorry. How thick is that liner?
Not very.
Where's your calipers?
I don't think you can accurately measure this with calipers because they will compress it. I mean, you can try.
I was just kind of hoping for you to get the calipers out to measure something.
Yeah, baby, let me show you how long things are with my calipers.
Didn't we have this discussion about them being very sharp not too long ago?
Yeah. Yeah, probably don't use them to measure things that are soft that you don't want to poke.
Don't KBD fans normally ship these cases with foam? I thought they did. They ship my 75 with foam.
This one, sir, did not come with foam. I can show you the box. I mean, it had foam, but not like the kind of foam you want to put in here. Like, not the right kind of foam. Oh, they did not. Well, KBD fans may have, but wherever this board came from may not have been from KBD fans directly.
Our thought says I put that foam in my Tofu 65.
Nice. So 2 might be ambitious.
This is the meme. Mom, can we have foam? No, we have foam at home. Nice.
Ooh, that makes a difference.
Don't make me turn this stream around.
Don't make me turn this stream around. That did make a difference. 2 layers definitely did. We'll see how 1 does, because 1 will fit better.
What are your thoughts on polycard KBD67 versus Alu?
Polycarb KBD67 versus Alu? Polycarb looks cool. That's pretty much all I got. I think aluminum feels better for small boards because it makes them feel considerably heavier. Yeah, the weight is not loose.
Disintro says, I can't wait for the next round of NK65 entry edition and having to pay $42 shipping. What? What?
Is it really going to cost that much?
$42 for shipping?
I mean, it was a cheap board, so, you know, there's
That's
that at
not
least.
even the good shipping. What? That's ridiculous. Wait, shipping, yeah, shipping to where? I can't wait for the next round to get botted out again. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, shipping to the UK. That while
That's
that
actually
is
not
still
that
a lot of
surprising.
money, that's also not that surprising. I was thinking,
Yeah, to EU.
yeah.
It's 40 plus to Canada for the basic shipping. Really?
Wow.
I mean, I think they're just charging kind of a lot for shipping because they don't want to end up owing money on the shipping at all. And for big
they're
businesses,
implementing.
it kind of makes a
They're
little bit of sense.
implementing bot protection now, but they think that's going to make it worse. IMO.
So it does sound a lot better.
Yeah, I would say that does sound quite a bit better.
Yeah, I would really like to get one more screw up in the front though. None of these work.
Did you leave the compressor and everything off?
Yeah, it's on right now. I'll put it up.
So no, true, these are MT3 caps.
All right, this should be a little better. So let me turn off the compressor and stuff. All right. Well, probably helps if I do that. Yeah, so there's still some sound, but it sounds a lot better. Like a lot better. Okay, so who asked a question about kind of a random question? Could you give me your thoughts about how a PC plate would be on Rukia? Have got in on round 2 and have brass and PC plate on the way. Want to build up 2 PCB/plate setups. Should I find a different plate to do? Or PC? I mean, honestly, I prefer the brass, but that doesn't mean don't. I mean, yeah, I like brass, but that doesn't mean that PC's not good. What did you just post, Vogon?
Vogon, trolling.
What the hell is this? Just trolling me, man. You trolling.
Omar says, thanks, can't wait to flip it for double the price on 50/20.
Yeah, so I think it sounds a little better.
I think it sounds considerably better. That is one heck of a group buy. That is a heckin' group buy.
Hold on a second.
There's a little bit of ping, but I think it sounds considerably better.
Yeah, so note to self, the acoustics of this board are maybe not the best. Also, we are missing 4 case screws, so that could
That may
play
have
a
something to
pretty
do with
big
it.
role in it. I do believe.
Customer says it sounds good, and thank you. You are welcome,
Oh yeah,
customer.
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Oh, we've got a bit of a question. What if you just double layered under the spacebar, first from Firefly, and then Jessup says, just went to the Rama website and had another close look at the M65B and the U80A. They both have the mute mount, which is a sophisticated gasket mount. What's really interesting is the fact that the plate sits on a bed of silicone, which isolates the plate and PCB from the case. There's a typing test as well, and the board sounds really good and different to anything else I've heard. It has an addictive thought when typing. It's on YouTube. Search for Rama M65B.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that video. And it sounds great. I mean, if you like that sound, then you should totally get it if what you want is that sound. Like
Disfunct, thank you for the follow.
Disfunct, thank you, man. Yeah, there's all sorts of different desirable or less desirable sounds. I do agree with the comment that maybe just lube it, or maybe just putting foam under here and not under the top part was better, because it does kind of mute out this top bit a bit. I may experiment with chopping it down to just these 2 bottom rows. I'm gonna play with it a little bit unless the customer likes it exactly as it is. Either way, the bottom row sounds a lot better. So Mineral 4X says polycarb sounds better than alu for sure for starters. The general consensus is that KBD67 Mark II needs foam. Obviously, that's true on this one. These are MT3 Susu Watari. Susu Watari. Oh, no. Yeah, it's definitely Susu Watari. Oh yeah, the angle is like extreme. And if you notice, I actually have one cap on here that's the wrong profile. But yeah, the angle is really extreme. But I just got them in and I wanted to check them out. And honestly, it's probably a worst case scenario for the sound for this board, because the bottom row, the spacebar especially, is so cavernous. I need to find a pic of a pile of GMK for that meme.
Mineral 4X, thank you for the keyboard post.
Thank you.
Also, Chunk Slayer, thank you for your cluster cuss tester board.
I don't have that picture. Mineral?
It's in looking in your Discord.
Oh, in my Discord, got it.
Yep.
Yeah. I will do that. Under Keep Pics, I presume.
Ferocious Mr.
Chunk
Fox, thank
Slayer.
you for the
Your
sub.
cluster tester board, nice. Mineral, ooh, that's beautiful, man.
Scrimples, any thoughts on the Think 6.5 V2? Looks super nice. Excited to see the prototype builds that should be popping up in the next week or so.
I think Think 6.5 is a perfectly great board. I don't think I think there are other 65s that are as good or better even, but I think 6.5 is good. Like, it's worth owning. See, some of these switches I really love the sound of. Any thoughts? Oh, no. Chunk 3 of each switch you have. Well, one stock, one lubed, and one filmed. And lubed
Penguin
if possible.
says,
Nice.
we need to get Josh to take a picture of his room with all the GM caps he has. I agree. I want to see this.
I don't think I have enough
not
desk
just
space.
all the GMK. I think just all the keycaps.
Oh, there's definitely not enough space for that. There's not even enough
on the
space in this
floor?
room for all of the keycaps that I own. Not all of the keycaps I own are in here. Some of them are in boxes outside.
You need some adjusted keycap storage, I think.
The V2 being gasket may be more tempting. I agree. Scrimples. I agree. I think it is actually more tempting. I don't like the slash being black. Should have been gray. No, so there is a gray one. There is an alpha colored and a mod colored pipe slash or pipe black slash that came with it. I just put the dark one on. Mostly because when I don't put the dark one on, when I put the alpha colored one on, everybody yells at me. Everybody yells at me all the time.
That's fair.
This is KBD67. Is that the one we're talking about? Oh, you're talking to
No, the one that was linked in the Discord.
Twitch chat yelling at you? No.
Never.
Okay, for Josh's 200K on YouTube, a vid of him on a bathtub filled with keycaps. Ew. A lot of them are harvests from vintage boards, and they would be super gross.
Oh, that would be really gross. You'd have to like clean them all.
Beautiful. Yeah.
No, you would sit in the tub, and then we'd just have to like pile them on you.
Hang on, I'm fucking dying. Right? I'll just be in there. Like bathing in Legos. Dude, how much would that hurt? Do you know how much Legos hurt you?
In there? Oh man.
Only stabilized ones.
Instead of putting just the loose keycaps in there, we'll just pile the sets in plastic boxes up on you.
Well, he can wash them in the bathtub. Nice.
That's true. That is true.
Think about the updoots.
The updoots. I love calling it an updoot.
I also don't want to think about that. It's like Legos, you know? Legos suck for all things. They just hurt
Especially
adults.
Stepping on them.
They're great for creativity and building things, especially when you're a child. But stepping on a Lego as an adult sounds like one of the most terribly painful things you can do.
I mean, they're nothing compared to jacks, metal jacks, but you know.
You mean little caltrops?
Yes.
Yeah, those things.
Those were just kid caltrops. I mean, let's be real here.
Yes, for the children's.
Yes, because every child needs their own set of caltrops.
Just, you know, you grind off the little round bit and then file it down to a point.
Yeah.
Actually,
obviously.
nature has caltrops that are in existence where I'm at. Little goat heads. They're little spiky, like,
That's bad.
things that just stick in your feet or whatever. They're terrible. Terrible. They're awful. Like, this is why, like, when people come into my house, if we've been walking around on the ground outside, not like the concrete, but like in the dirt, it's like, take your shoes off, or at least pull all the goat heads that might be in your shoes out before you walk in my house. Yeah, goat heads are terrible.
This is all heightening anxiety for people. Okay,
let's weeds that are bastards. Yeah, well, so back to keyboards.
Yeah, let's go back to keyboards and all the nice things about keyboards.
You guys like that Susu Watari, huh? I do too. It's beautiful.
Doc, are you in California too, or are you in the desert somewhere, or are you elsewhere?
Where my keycap puller went. There it is.
Vogan says, the best thing I saw while playing paintball was a guy flying into a bush of those things to escape an ink ball. Oh dear.
Goat heads are these little tiny, like, the actual bush is really low. They creep out across the ground. They're terrible.
Doc says,
Close
I'm
to
in
Utah.
Colorado, but close to Utah, very deserty part. Doc, does that mean you're going to KeyCon?
Yeah. Docked owned. You go into that KeyCon when it's up. Boop boop boop. Kitty.
Well, if it goes, I will be there, and Josh will be there, and I believe Mr. Langalandi will be there, and all kinds of people.
Should be safe if you're all going. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah.
Demon
So anyway,
is in JG, Colorado.
I'm really
Lysol
liking
spray
this.
every keyboard. Yes.
Yeah, hand
or, like,
sanitize
put
a
it-
million times.
I would almost put it in like an acrylic case over it so people can look at it but not actually touch it.
All right, boys and girls, I really loved this. This was a blast today. Thank you so much for hanging out.
This was super fun today.
It really was. Let's see who's streaming. Man, I don't even have a keyboard plugged in. I've just been like mashing on this thing.
Now to the next build.
Yeah, who's up?
Oh, Top Clack is on right now. Who
Oh
else?
yeah. Okay. Always down to send some love to our fellow clackers.
To the clackers.
Stash is also on. I really love both the Top Clack guys, but I do believe I'll throw it to Stash. Send more of our viewers there. show them some love.
Arthot, thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming to the stream.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really, really do.
Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Gondolindrum.
Gondolindrum is also. I didn't even. We can do Gondolindrum. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that one.
Words are hard.
Words are hard sometimes. Oh, he is. Yeah, we'll totally.
You're
read
welcome.
him.
So, guys, our next stream will be on Tuesday at 8:30 Central Standard Time, 6:30 Pacific, and do the math for your own time zone. Hey, Eco Dragon, we're just finishing up.
Yes, we are. But thank you guys again so much. Come visit us 6:30 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesday. We'll see you again. And next Sunday, unfortunately, I'm going to be skipping that stream. I'm actually going to travel a little scary on a plane, actually. But from a small airport, well, reasonably small airport, to another small airport, direct at least. You know, with all the masks and safety mechanisms in place.
Yay, safety.
But I will catch you guys the following Sunday for sure, and the Tuesday after that. All right.
We'll resume.
Thank you so much.
Regularly scheduled programming.
Love hanging out with all you guys all the time. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.
Someone rated me. Who rated me? I can't see it. Let's take a look. Thanks for the follow, guys. Just up 59. Yamil rated me. Thank you so much, my dude. Hey, what's up, dude? How are you doing? I'm building an Austin. You did review this guy before. You did build one too, right? So I'm building one today, but I don't have the freaking Allen wrench. Where the fuck is the Allen wrench that we need? Because I don't have it, I guess. Vai com tudo, Gondo. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm just having trouble with the goddamn wrench. Is this one? Nope, doesn't do the trick. 69, nice. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you so much.